Cinder, you are an amazing streamer and so happy I found you channel.
Yourself, can you dance?
attention, please. Send her collie to the nurse's station. Send her collie to the nurse's station. Thank you.
Guys, it's finally happening. 8 days off of work. God, I gotta go back to work tomorrow after 8 days. I don't want to go back. But hey, at least we get one last stream in before I gotta go back in. Guys, what's up? Welcome in. Happy freaking Monday. Had to think about what day it was. Monday. Hope you're having a good start to your week. Hope your weekend went well. I see you guys in there. Polygon Dust. Beat William coming in with the tier 1 sub for 7 freaking months. Beat William. Holy freaking crap. William, you're coming under collie care from the B to the William. I got you covered. Biodog coming in with the tier 1 sub for 4 months. Biodog, you're an amazing streamer. So happy I found your channel. Aw, dude, seriously, that means so much. Thank you. I'm glad that you could come by and enjoy the stream and enjoy learning. Biodog, you're covered under collie care from the radioactive isotopes to the tail. You're covered. I don't even know. I don't even know anymore. Leadfulf, Mint the Husky, Maiden Voyager. What's up, guys? D. Brandon, you were in, didn't you play Jackbox last night? Weren't you in one of the games that I played? Too soon, dude. Toofy boy, hey. Is that the Mamba? The Mamba in there. That's how you say that. The Mamba in there. Welcome in. Hey. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. My flops aren't covered. No way. Do you have flops? I don't know. Do you? If you do, they're covered. I'm just going off your name. I don't know. Snowy Fox, hey, what's up? You're new here? What's Collie Care? Collie Care is our subscription. It is a comprehensive medical insurance that gives you access to emotes, such as the flops, and that's about it. It actually doesn't really give you coverage for anything. It's all scam, just like most insurance. It's all scam. But if you advertise it well enough, people will buy it. Brother the Fox, hey, Rex Collie, hey, what's up, guys? Are you guys ready to learn more today? Are you ready to learn? Expand that brain? Oh my god!
Oh my. 3 months
3
now.
months!
Cinder 7 hype, Cinder 7 hype.
Luke Husky Collie coming with the tier 1, the Twitch Prime sub for 3 freaking months! Dude, Luke Husky Collie, you're covered under collie care from the Husky curl to the flops because you're a collie. I got you covered. Maybe, I don't even know. Maybe, I don't know. You're gonna have to check your coverage. You're probably gonna have to speak with an agent online. They're not gonna give you the answers you want. You might as well just not even file a claim. Just don't even file. That's okay. It's okay. You'll be covered. I got you. You're covered. You're ready to be a distraction in class? You better not. You better not be a distraction in class. You are here to learn. You are here to pay attention, not to create issues. If you want to create issues, door's that way. Go that way. Go to the door that way. Oh, come on, get my finger. That way. There. Door's that way. Go. Otherwise, you can stay and you can learn. Riley, goddammit. Are xenomorph gestations covered? Well, probably not. But also, get that damn thing away from me. I don't want it. Get it out of here. Mika, hey. What's up, Mika? Have I watched the show The Good Doctor? I have not. I'm gonna be honest, I don't do well with medical shows. As I'm sure, like, okay, think of it like this. You work in, hold on, God, Snowy! Snowy J Fox coming out with the tier 1 sub for 1 freaking month. Guys, we got a new enrollee in collie care. Spam the flops. Spam them. Snowy J Fox, you're covered under collie care. From the flops to the beans, I got you covered. The longer you stay subscribed, the more screwed up I cover you for. It starts with the flops and the beans, and then it turns into all sorts of nasty, weird mixes of stuff. And just whatever I can come up with. But you're covered from the flops to the beans. Thanks for the sub, holy freaking crap. New here, and then you sub, Jesus. Anyways, so I say, so, like, Moonshine, I see you. I see you with that founder badge. I see you. What's up? Long time no see, Moonshine. Hope you're well. Anyways, medical shows, The Good Doctor, right? So imagine how many of you guys work in like IT security or like internet security or some kind of like, you know, computer security, right? And you watch a show and they do the whole like hacker man thing, like plug the mouse into the wall and they're like, okay, I'm in, right? And you look at that and you go like, no way, that's so bullcrap, right? It completely ruins, it just completely ruins that moment, right? Well, here's the thing. With medical shows, the entire show is ruined. Because that's not how things work in a hospital. They try to portray things about how it works in a hospital. It's not how it works. And I get that they have to take liberties for the show, but like, come on. It just completely ruins the suspension of disbelief for me. When you have, like, I watched House recently for the first time in like pretty much years, since like early 2010s. Why do they have a neurologist, a doctor who specializes in the brain, doing a cardiac procedure? If my neurologist came up to me and said, "Hey Cinder, we're gonna stick a catheter in your leg and go all the way up to your heart," I'd say, "Where's the cardiologist? Why the hell are you doing it? You're a neurologist. You should be focused on up here, the brain, up here, not down here, up here." It just completely ruins it for me. Scrubs got it right. Sawyer Rabbit, you're correct. Scrubs had enough realism to it that I think they truly nailed it. If you want to know what it's like to work in a hospital, watch Scrubs. Highly recommend it. I think being a sitcom gives them a little bit more leeway, right? They're not so beholden to the setting of the hospital, but when they're in the hospital, they can portray it accurately, right? Plus, we all do kind of just make fun of everybody in the hospital. We have to. We do it to survive. Reese's Pieces, thanks for the follow. Welcome to Floppy Flock. Welcome in. Can I get some Pieces? I love Reese's Pieces. Although, do you guys like normal Reese cups? Do you like Reese Pieces? Or I like the fast breaks. If I had to pick one Reese's product, it'd be the fast break. This weekend it was insane, holy cow. Saturday we had 6 traumas back to back in total of 2 hours. And a gunshot wound after that, so technically 7. Then Sunday was CPR galore. It was awful. Sounds like winter. It sucks though. I know how crazy that can get. The next few weeks are gonna be really telling about how we're gonna manage COVID over the next few weeks. It's gonna be bad. I'm not looking forward to it. It's gonna be bad. What about Untold Stories of the ER? Mint so I enjoy that show. I enjoy Untold Stories of the ER for the stories. Some of the dramatization, some of the ways that they portray it, I get why they have to do that. But the stories themselves are good. I'm not a big fan of the way that they actually I don't like the film style, like the way that they shoot it. But I am captivated by the stories and I believe a lot of them because I've seen a lot of them. Jake, you have no beds in your ER. I feel so bad for those poor ER nurses. Because you know what's happening right now? The ER nurses are now having to function as floor nurses. And if there's anything that an ER nurse hates the most, is having to work as a floor nurse. Nobody wants to do it. I've been there. I don't want to do it. But we do not function. The emergency department does not function well as a long-term care or any kind of acute long care. Those patients need to be up on a hospital unit, right? The ER is not equipped for that. The ER is equipped for high turnover, in and out, moving real quick, right? You're not supposed to stay in there for 3-4 days. Those beds are not that comfortable. Then I'll buy you a coffee. Oh yeah, please do. Oh wait, wrong expression. Ignore that. Please do. I'll come up. I'll get a little lick. Let me get a little lick of that coffee. I like it because it shows idiots sometimes someone got something stuck in the microwave, how and why. I mean, the ones that you see a lot of are I remember seeing an episode on Untold Stories of the ER about fish hooks, right? Guy had a fish hook stuck in his butt or something. And that actually happens quite a lot. The interesting thing about fish hooks is, so a fish hook is barbed, right? So the point has a barb on it. So you can't pull it back out. You have to push it through, right? So you can't so when we have fish hook stuck in people, we actually have to cut off the point, grab the end, and feed it all the way through, out the way that it came out of, right? We have to go through it. Because you can't pull it back, otherwise you're going to damage everything. ER is turning to a floor with only 2 beds to operate out of because it's full. So you have there are 2 ER beds or 2 inpatient beds. You're taking 3 patients, you're tripled up, Jake. Tripled up in the ICU, that's not good. How are your patients? Are they like, on a level of ICU sick, are they like, oh crap sick, or like, okay, kinda sick? Are these like heavy, intense ICU patients? I know every patient in the ICU is intense, but you know, I mean, I know as well as you do that there are levels. Prone, paralyzed, sedated, pressors, everything. Well, that's no fun. That's not good. COVID? All COVID? Some days we have so many holds that we are anywhere from 5 to 6, worst case, yes, 2. 2 ER beds. For an entire emergency department, you have 2 ER beds. No thank you. COVID cabana? They're riding the COVID cabana? The next few weeks, I'm not looking forward to going back into work tomorrow. I'm scared for what's going to be waiting for me. I don't want to do it. I want to stay home. I don't want to go. But the money's good. Kind of. When will the US get a COVID-19 vaccine? It's a good question. I have been told that I most likely, as a frontline worker, there's a good chance I'll get one before the end of the year. Probably if not then very early next year. But our docs are convinced that we're going to be getting it before the end of the year. A lot of them think before Christmas, like starting in like a week. As far as the rest of the country, I guess it depends on what you do. Because they're going to prioritize certain people in the first few batches, right? Healthcare workers are going to get a first batch, right? Nursing home patients might get a batch as well, right? High-risk population, which is pretty much healthcare workers and anybody who has any essential workers, should be getting the first batch or 2. And then it's going to all kind of trickle down. So probably, my guess is that by like August, September, October, there should be a widely available public vaccine. So maybe MFF happens next year? I don't know. There are 2 brands of COVID-19. Yeah, you got the Moderna and the Pfizer. One of them needs to be kept in like super cold refrigerators. The other one can be kept in a normal freezer. It just so I think the Pfizer, I want to say, is the one that has to be like super chilled. We'll probably be getting that one in the hospital because the hospital has the ability to store that, right? I imagine the Moderna or whichever one is at normal like freezer temperature will be the one that gets distributed to most people. I heard one of the side effects is growing a tail. Okay, sign me up, please. I'll be first in line. Just jab it in me. Another needle to add to my yearly checkup. You'll be okay. You'll be fine. Yeah, I know needles hurt, but you'll be okay. Better than getting COVID, I'll tell you that much. You think when the vaccine is available, the entire world, everything will come back to normal? I don't think we're ever going back to normal. I don't think we're ever going back to normal, Luke. I think there's going to be a pre-COVID world and a post-COVID world. And I think we are no longer going to go back to the pre-COVID world. It might feel like it at times, right? But you're going to have a percentage of the population now who is either going to be very fearful of large crowds and gatherings who weren't before, or who are going to grow up with a fear of large crowds and gatherings who maybe would have not otherwise developed that fear without COVID, right? We're going to have an entire generation who is going to be fearful of gatherings because of COVID, right? It's going to hit them at the right point in their development that this is going to stick, and this is going to be a phobia of theirs moving forward or until they can overcome it, right? You're also going to see, I think, especially here in America, you're going to see a percentage of people start wearing masks, right? I think you're going to see, even just in normal flu season, moving forward, we're going to see more widespread use of masks, right? Other countries have already done that, right? Some of the Asian countries have been doing that for a while, where they wear masks during flu season or if they're sick, right? And we just never really adopted that over here. But I think now that we've been forced into it, you're going to have some people who will now continue that on through future seasons, which is great. That's great. I'm never against that. If you're sick, you should be wearing a mask, and don't be spreading your nasty germs to me. Will life resume as normal? Probably. I mean, or this will be our new normal, and we will just forget what old normal felt like, right? So, you know, we've in medicine, we've used the comparison of like pre and post 9/11, right? If you worked in the travel industry or in airlines, pre 9/11 and post 9/11, you saw a complete change in the way that your functions, your job functioned, right? Complete change. I think we're going to see that, especially at least on my side, on the healthcare side. I don't see a foreseeable future where I am not wearing a mask in the emergency department moving forward, right? And I think it's going to be a long time before I feel comfortable walking around the hospital without a mask on again. That used to be something I took for granted every day I went into work. I would only ever really wear a mask during flu season. Otherwise, I would walk around with nothing covering my face. Now I can't imagine doing anything else than putting on a mask and a face shield. But I think we will eventually return to a resemblance of normal, but we will never go back to the way it was pre-COVID. It's just too late. It's just not going to happen. Plus, also remember, for the families of the 280,000 people who have died in this country, there is not going to be a normal for them anymore either, right? Like, they are never going back to pre-COVID normal because their life will forever be stained with COVID, right? You have to take that into consideration too. When will cons come back? I have no idea. My educated guess is MFF next year being the first con to come back.
I'm
Moonshine!
back. Had to restart Twitch.
Moonshine Collie coming with the tier 1 sub for 9 freaking months. I see that founder badge, Moonshine. I see that. You watched me play Satisfactory. You watched me play Surgeon Simulator. You watched me play Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. Oh, the good old days when I didn't know what the hell I was doing with any of this. I still don't know what the hell I'm doing with any of this. I'm just riding this wave until it runs out. Moonshine, thanks for the 9 months. You're still covered under collie care. From the distillery to the, I don't know, grain alcohol, I got you covered. Thanks for the 9 months. Thanks for being here since the start. Alpha Fox, thanks for the follow. Welcome to Floppy Flock. Welcome in. I think MFF 2021 might be the first con to happen again. I don't know. It depends on the vaccination. It depends on when widespread vaccinations are available. And it depends on when MFF, what is their deadline to make a decision, right? Obviously, if their deadline to make a decision is like June or July, they might not be able to do it, right? They might not be able to do it because of the fact that it's too early to make a decision. But if they can push it out to like September, October, which would be really pushing it for a massive convention, then maybe. But I would be, my guess is MFF 2021 or like FC or FWA 2022. So it's going to be like late next year, early 2022 is when I think we'll start to see cons coming back. I think by 2022, we should see most moderate to big cons coming back. A lot of the little ones are probably going to die because of this, unfortunately. I think FA United went under. I think we're going to see a trend of that moving forward. Vaccines have to work too. Well, they're like 90% effective, right? 95% effective. And if you do get sick with COVID, it's doing really good at preventing severe symptoms, which is great, right? Obviously, the biggest concern with COVID is how severe the symptoms can get and how quickly it can take down even a relatively healthy person, right? Young, healthy person can take them down easily. Unlike the flu, which the flu, generally you get sick and you get better and that's about it. And yeah, some of your older immunocompromised patients might develop some pneumonia, but generally it's just the dehydration that'll get you, right? Whereas with COVID, it's the pneumonia, the lung damage, the possible heart damage, right? It damages the kidneys. I mean, they're saying that it can increase your risk for stroke and emboli, right? Because it has some kind of like vascular inflammation part of it. It's a hot mess. It does a lot. we can at least get local friend meetup groups going sooner. As long as everybody's vaccinated, and as long as it's following within normal regional health guidelines, then yes. But right now is not the time to do it. This is probably like, oh god, I hit the wrong button. This is probably like the worst time to do anything. Just do nothing. I'm telling you right now, this is nurse Cinder advice. Straight from my mouth. Do nothing, stay inside, and don't be around other people. That's it. Do nothing, stay inside, and don't be around other people. Because right now, the last thing you want to do is get sick and spread it to somebody who you love. Or you get sick, and then maybe you don't do well with it. Let's go on a vacation without masks. Yeah, that sounds great. Not. I've even upgraded, like, so my mask that I wear out and about now, I no longer wear a cloth mask, I wear a KN95, right? I'm past the point of trusting other people where I'm just now gonna protect myself. Which means I gotta wear an N95 when I'm out and about, so be it. I wear it at work all day, a couple minutes in the grocery store ain't gonna kill me. I can't not do anything harder than I'm already doing. Loam, do it better. Do it harder, do it better. Stay at home more. Bruster!
No plague doctor mask with herbs.
Unfortunately, no plague doctor mask with herbs. Unfortunately, that does not work. As cool as it looks, it does not work. Broster with the 100 bits making Tux dance. Look at that werewolf go. Guys, we have a new emote for Tux. Look at that. It's small, but it works. Look at that. Look at that little nerd werewolf. Look at that. Nerd. Nerd. Look at him. What about a World War II gas mask? You might catch some weird looks, but I don't see why it wouldn't work. Respirators work pretty well. I want to have a plague doctor thing. Yeah, I think it'd be fun to have one of those big plague doctor masks. I would totally wear that. We have to stay at home. Let's be responsible. Maybe Corona won't affect you, but it may affect others. So let's take us.
Lol, I wear a NATO
all
Spec
of us.
GP5
Yes.
gas mask.
Spev! Thanks for the 5 bits. Thanks for making Tux dance. You wear a NATO Spec GP5 gas mask. Well, at least you're protecting yourself. The problem with those gas masks is if they have outlet valves, right? If they have a valve that you breathe out on, you need to cover that as well. Otherwise, you're just spewing your COVID all over everybody else. How much do astronaut suits go for? Way more than I have, unfortunately. All right. You guys ready to learn? Are you ready to learn? Today, we're going to talk about the heart. We're going to talk about the heart. We haven't talked about the heart in months. It's like one of my favorite lectures. Who's been here for my other heart lectures? Who's been here for my other heart lectures? Put a 1 in the chat if you've been to one of my other heart lectures. Either when we talked about the movement of blood through the heart or the electrical pathways of the heart. Biko, you were here, Mastermind. I know you were here, Broster, Taroka, Dayglow. Cool, this should all be a refresher for you guys, but stick around because it's better to relearn knowledge more than once. Are N95 masks available to the general public? You can get them somewhere, but you can also get KN95s, which are it's like a Chinese rating, which are pretty good too. But you gotta make sure you get a real one and not a fake one, because there are a lot of fake ones out there. There's still an N95 mask shortage. KN95s are the similar version from China. Yeah, they aren't as effective because they don't seal. You don't have to get fit tested for them. It's kind of like one size fits all, but they do well enough. I just go naked with a mask on. People don't want to be near me. You know what? I can't fault you for. That's a good. It works, right? I guess if you're naked, if I saw someone naked wearing a mask, I probably wouldn't want to be around them either, which means that I don't want to be within 6 feet of that person. So I mean, I guess it works. A for effort. I'll even give you an A for execution. I think you took an idea and you executed it well. Ozarino! Oz! The Hash-Naz. You have a house full of N95s because we supplied them to 50% of the NHS in the UK. Well, damn. Do you guys have the round ones or the duckbill? Don't be like some close friends that organize a freaking party of like 50 people. I didn't want to do it, but I heard it was full of people. I'm sure somebody got sick. My favorite thing is, oh yeah, before the party, nobody's sick, but suddenly the day after, people are like, oh yeah, I'm not feeling that great this morning. When they probably weren't feeling that great the day before the party as well, but they hit it because they wanted to go to the party and then got everybody sick. I've been talking with Tux, and we're seeing a lot of people who like, oh, what did you do for Thanksgiving? Well, I went to go see my family, and now they're sick with COVID. It's like, shocked Pikachu face. Oh my God. You did the thing that every health professional and like health, people who, what's the word I'm thinking of? Like health official told you not to do. You traveled for the holidays to hang out with your family during a global pandemic at the worst spike we've had in this entire year. Who would have guessed that you would have gotten COVID? Oh, shocker. Like, come on. That's like, man, if I cover myself in gasoline and light myself on fire, how could I be surprised when I burn? Like, come on. The hell did you think was gonna happen? That's a really bad heart. The heart! Zig Fox!
You mean people got COVID for gathering during a global pandemic? I just don't understand this logic.
It's okay, neither does like half the country. Thanks for the 1 bit. And I know you're joking. I get the sarcasm. Today we'll learn about why Haz's heart is black and dusty. It's not though. Haz, I've seen your heart. It's not black and dusty. It's red and slippery and meaty like all other hearts. Also, if your heart was black, you'd be dead. I think that's also online conventions would be canceled because the internet is nearing capacity. To move all things online, the internet as we know it disappeared. Is there a capacity to the internet? I feel like there isn't. I don't know. I don't know enough about internet. But I don't feel like that's real.
When will they put masks on avatars in VR chat?
Roaster, I'm pretty sure it's already happening. Oh God! Don't give me the VR COVID. What would you even call it? VR. Hold on. I'm gonna workshop this. VR. That's it. Covert. Don't give me the code. Don't give me the code. You know, we'll fix this. We'll fix this. This is it's a work in progress here. We'll fix that. I think we can come up with something better than COVID. It kind of works. It's a little R, right? You got to do like a little R, like a subscript. Coronavirus. I don't even know. Someone may have developed a computer virus that attaches cute virus emojis to a VR chat avatars. Oh, Jesus. So, hey, do you guys remember? Okay, real quick, before we start talking about the heart, as we're talking about viruses in games. So I never played World of Warcraft. Right? I never really got into World of Warcraft, but I know that there was a virus that spread through World of Warcraft, right? It was like a boss virus. It was some kind of like debuff that attached to a pet that can then be brought outside the instance and then spread throughout the game, right? I forget what the name of it was. Can anyone remind me what the name of that virus was? And it was like the perfect isolated way of essentially like doing like an artificial pandemic. And apparently people reacted pretty similar to how we're reacting now. Like there were groups of people who would, it was corrupted blood. I think is that what it's called? Corrupted blood. Like there were groups of people who were actively trying to infect other people. who are like trying to make it worse, while some people were trying to isolate and get away, and people were like finding them and trying to get them sick, right? Like there's a whole academic paper written on it. I believe there is. Like it was kind of like a unique way of seeing how humans deal with pandemics. And it's kind of similar to how we're dealing with things right now, which is not well. I don't know. I think it's funny that, well, you know, art imitates life, right? Or life imitates art, whatever way you want to think about it. It made it into Hearthstone, really? Did they put a little note in there about it being like a horrible pandemic? The Corrupted Blood incident was a virtual pandemic in the MMORPG World of Warcraft, which began on September 13th, 2005 and lasted for 1 week. The epidemic began with an introduction of a new raid, Zul Garub, and its end boss, Hakar. When confronted an attack, Hakar would cast a hit point draining and highly contagious debuff spell called Corrupted Blood on players. And then it got like stuck on the play, like it attached itself to a player's pet and was able to be brought out of the instance, right? And then like they were able to catch it outside the instance, because originally it would debuff, like it would leave, you wouldn't carry the debuff out of the instance with you when you left, but for somehow it got on the pet and was able to spread that way. And it's interesting. If you ever want an interesting like little story, go look up the Corrupted Blood story for World of Warcraft and read about what happened. And like it's been studied and looked at by like world health officials and basically people who are involved with pandemics, and studied. It's really interesting. Did they develop a vaccine? I think they just reset everything. I don't remember. See, unfortunately, they have the benefit of being a virtual world, so they can just reset everything. We don't. Unfortunately, this is what we get. You dismiss pets with the pet, then resummon it, and it will spread to populated areas. Hunters and warlocks ruining the game. I never played, so, but I do know about that story. Did you ever get mental corona this year? Oh god! Hold on, I'll answer that question in a sec. Dude, Anonymous keeping it on tier 1 something DC Flash. DC Flash, you're covered under collie care from the flops and the beans. I got you covered. Anonymous. Thank you. Thank you for that gifted sub. I appreciate it. Thank you. I wish you didn't make yourself anonymous so I could say thank you personally, but thank you. Luke, I think I've had that mental corona, like with that idea where I thought I had corona probably about 3 or 4 times now. I've definitely had it before where I'll have a headache for a day or two and think that that's the beginning of corona, and then it ends up not being. Someone online mentioned, remember when the series Chernobyl came out and media pundits were smug about how the USSR was a fail state, and then the US would never maliciously manage a crisis like that? Well, we just had, unfortunately, the worst person for the job trying to manage a horrible pandemic that affected everybody, and it just fell apart. All right, anyways, let's talk about the heart. Let's move on. Let's get ready. Let's talk about the heart. You guys are well aware of your heart, right? Everybody talks about, oh, the heart, right? You love with your heart. You feel emotions with your heart, right? The heart wants what it wants. So you should go ask that person out because your heart deemed it so. Well, let me tell you something. Your heart's got nothing to do with that. That's all your brain. That's all in your head. The heart does one thing, and it does one thing great. It pumps blood. Put any other responsibilities on the heart other than pumping blood, you are essentially, that is not what it is designed to do. It is designed to pump blood and nothing alone. So any emotional response you have is all from your brain and not from your heart. So, what is the heart? The heart is a giant pump. Well, I say giant, it's a small pump in comparison to some of your other organs, but it's a damn fine good one. And it's a sturdy little pump that'll keep on going for about 2 to 3 million beats. Billion beats. In a lifetime, you get about 2 to 3 billion beats. Interesting note, smaller animals who have higher heart rates, higher resting and like normal resting heart rates, and bigger animals who have slower heart rates, all generally have about the same amount of heartbeats. Dude! Mazney coming in with the tier 1. Oh, hold on. Oh, that's anonymous. Oh, God. Mazney coming with the follow. Thanks for fun and fuck. Welcome in. Anonymous gifting out a tier 1 sub to Toofy Boy. Oh, God, I got that mixed up. Anonymous, thanks for gifting out a sub. Toofy Boy, you're covered under collar care from the Flash of the Beans. I got you covered. Anonymous, thank you. Again, thank you. If you're the same Anonymous, thank you again. If you're a new Anonymous, thank you. So, hummingbirds, you think of like a hummingbird, right? Their heart beats very, very quickly, but they still only get about 2 to 3 billion beats of their heart, right, before it stops working. Whereas you have like elephants who have very slow heart rates, who live a lot longer, but they still kind of shut off around 2 to 3 billion beats. So we all have generally the same amount of beats in our heart. How long we live, our lifespan is sometimes dictated to how fast our heart beats, right? Anyways, your heart beats about normally beats about 60 to 100 times a minute, which is normal for a human, right? Some people get down into the 50s and 40s resting. Obviously, if you're working out, it's going to beat harder than 100 beats per minute, all right? But what does the heart do? Well, the heart's a pump, right? So we've talked about blood before in the past, right? Blood is that all-important juice in your body that carries oxygen, it carries nutrients, it carries immune cells, it carries waste products, heat, it's the highways of your body, right? Your blood is the highways of your body. Anything that needs to be taken from point A to point B is going to travel through the blood, right? Your heart works as the main pump to move that blood around, right? So if the arteries and the veins are like train tracks, right, to your body, your heart is Grand Central Station dictating where things go or helping move things along, right? Receiving trains in from the city, sending them back out to different parts of the city, right? So your heart is just a giant pump. That's all it is. And all it wants to do is pump blood, and to tell it or ask it to do anything else is only asking for trouble. The heart's only good at one thing, and that's pumping blood. So stop saying that you're following your heart. You're actually following your brain. Give your brain the credit it deserves. Your brain does a lot of work. Respect it. Did the blood draw session the other day? Like, did you get your blood drawn? All right. Let me follow my heart, Cinder. Now, follow your brain, your intuition. Don't put too much trust in your heart other than to do... You should only trust your heart to do one thing, and that's pump blood. And react to, just maintain pressure, right? The heart's primary job, remember? So, I say pump blood, right? But the heart's primary job is to maintain pressure, right? So in order to get blood to the areas of your body that you need it to go, right? And in order for those nutrients to be able to go in and out of the blood into the body, right? You need pressure in here, right? You need a pressure inside the vein, or inside the artery rather, for this to happen. And remember, physics tells us things move from high to low pressure, right? That's just how things work. Things that are in a high pressure concentration will always move towards a low pressure concentration, right? Your body uses this. Your heart uses these physics. Beta Pop! Dude, Beta Pop gifting out tier 1 sub to Pilot Shep. Pilot Shep, you're covered under collar care. From the cheek dots to the Shep tail, I got you covered. What's up, Pilot? Is he here? Is Pilot in here? Did I miss you? My heart has a higher IQ than my damn brain. It doesn't have any IQ. What arm should the smart clock sit on to measure your heart? It doesn't matter. Those things are accurate enough, but not super accurate. They're good enough. Cheek dots are covered for now. For now they are. So, physics tells us that things like to move from high pressure to low pressure, right? So if we can keep high pressure in the blood, right? A high hydrostatic pressure in the blood, things can diffuse out of it, right? And you get all these different gradients and whatnot, but also it can also move around the body, right? If you keep a high pressure going, it'll start moving around looking for a low pressure. If your heart also happens to be the low pressure, it goes around the whole circuit and comes on back. And we're going to talk about the two different types of circuits in the heart in a little bit. But understand this: high to low pressure, high to low pressure. Okay. You just say you broke my heart, then you caused me great serotonin imbalance. Yeah, but we should really start being. You're right. You're right. It is easier to say that. And you definitely feel that like emotional pain in your chest, right? So it feels like you're breaking your heart, but I promise you it's all your brain. It's all your stupid brain doing its stupid things. It has nothing to do with the heart. The heart, only thing the heart wants to do is pump blood. So, the heart is this massive ball of muscle, right? Whose only job is to contract and create pressure gradients of high and low. That is its job. Contract and move blood. So if you were to take your two hands, so if you take your hands, right, here are my hands, I'll pick up my hands. Come on, leap motion, there's one. Nope, nope. That's wrong hand! There we go. Now my other one. If you take your hands and you kind of like cup them together, right? So kind of cup your hands together, that's about how big your heart is, right? It's about the size of two hands cupped together. So if you can think about how complex and how important your heart is, it's not that big, right? So it's basically this giant ball of muscle, right, that sits inside your chest, right about midline, right? So you always hear about people saying that their heart is on their left side of their chest, and not quite true. So like if this is your spinal column here, right? So you got your lungs over here. The heart actually sits in the middle, but it sits kind of at like an angle, right? So it's actually kind of like this, right? So it is pretty straight on in the center, but your left ventricle and the apex of the heart kind of hangs off to the left here. Okay, but it is actually in the center of your chest. What are we learning about? We're learning about the heart. We're learning about the heart. So the heart sits in your chest and it sits in a protective sac called the pericardium. The pericardium serves two purposes, two primary purposes, right? The first purpose of the pericardium is to anchor it to the rest of the body. So the pericardium is this kind of fibrous little bag almost that surrounds the heart, right? And this fibrous bag attaches to your chest, right? Attaches to your sternum, to the, to other organs in your body to create a solid or like a sturdy area for the heart to beat, right? The last thing you want is the pump of your body, right? Your heart flopping around like my ears in your chest wall. You want that thing to stay put and do its job, right? Because if you flop it around all over the place, it's not going to do a good job of doing what it needs to do. So it needs to be anchored. So they anchor it in. The pericardium is the sac that anchors it in. But the pericardium also serves another purpose. Being the sac that kind of wraps around the heart, it provides the heart with a nice lubricated, slick, kind of like frictionless, essentially area within the body to beat, right? What you don't want is you do not want friction between the heart wall and the pericardium, right? That's going to not only damage the heart muscle and the pericardium, but it's going to hurt like hell. And it might actually start to affect your heart function after a while. So, for example, pericarditis. If you've ever heard of the term pericarditis, right? Pericardium, right? You add itis at the end of something, it's inflammation. Pericarditis is inflammation of the pericardium. This can be caused by infection or a couple other things. Pericarditis hurts like hell. And it can really mess with your heart because then you start getting swelling of the pericardium, which can then not only cause friction on the heart, but can also cause pressure internally onto the heart, right? So if you start getting swelling, it starts squeezing on the heart, which can then impact its function, right? Anyways. 10 IQ, I love you. 20 IQ, my brain has received excessive chemicals that indicate I possess a greater than normal affinity towards your being. Pretty much, yeah. I heard that ringing in the ear sometimes is just blood pumping. I think that's maybe right. I don't know. Like a change in blood pressure sometimes causes a ringing in your ear. Anyways, pericardium. It is a sac of collagen tissue, fibrous collagen tissue that the heart sits in that not only anchors the heart, but also provides lubrication for the heart so it can pump away in a frictionless environment. Talking about the heart, we are Rizal. We are talking about the heart. Now, let's open up the heart and take a look at it. Let's take a look at our heart. So we took our scalpel blade and we just sliced it open, right? We just came right through there and sliced it open. And now we're looking at the internal side of the heart, okay? The heart is made up of 4 different chambers, okay? So you have 4 chambers and 4 valves within the heart, okay? You have 2 atrium and 2 ventricles, okay? The ventricles, or rather, let me rephrase that. The atrium act as the receiving, right? So if you think of atrium, almost like the if we go back to our train station, like our train station metaphor, right? Think of the atrium as like the ticket counter, right? You walk in, you got to buy a ticket, and then you wait for your train, right? So the atrium receives. And then the ventricle is your pump, right? Your ventricle pushes, right? It pumps out. What's the word I'm thinking of? Not explode. There's another word I'm thinking. I can't think of it. But your ventricle is your pump, right? So if this is the ticket counter up here, this is the train that you actually get on. This is the engine of the train that you get on that actually powers and pushes you to where you need to go, right? So you have 2 atrium and 2 ventricle, okay? The atrium's on the top, right atrium here, left atrium over here. These receive blood either from systemic circulation or from pulmonary circulation, which we'll get into in a second when we talk about blood flow to the heart, okay? But the atriums receive blood, okay? Blood then, so here, hold on, let me try to think about how I want to structure this. Okay, let's just talk about blood flow. Let's just talk about the blood flow through the heart. So, there's 2 loops. There's 2 circulation loops. You have pulmonary circulation. You have systemic. Gonna be looking like cute blueberry right now. Hey, Rouge! Rouge! I am a delicious blueberry, thank you. The quickest way to a man's heart is through his brain, or with ripping their rib cage open, or with food. Some of us guys just like food. We just like good food. That's all you gotta do to win us over. Your heart and other organs and muscles do suck important things in keeping you alive, but there's your brain. It's up there like, hey, Collie's ear go flop. Collie's ear go brr, brr, brr. Okay. So let's start with pulmonary circulation. So, Anonymous coming with the cheer of 100 bits, making tux dance. Look at that werewolf. Is this the same Anonymous? Are you the same one from earlier? Thanks for the 100 bits. I appreciate it. So let's start with pulmonary circulation. Okay. So general rule of thumb for your body. Let's come down here. Let's do... I'm trying to think of what colors I want to do. Do green for pulmonary. We'll do yellow for systemic. Okay. So pulmonary circulation. So if we were to think about where pulmonary circulation starts, it's going to be down here in the right ventricle. Okay. So the right ventricle here, right? Remember we talked about, so we said the right ventricle is going to be the pump part of your heart, right? So the atrium receives the ventricle's release, right? They push out, they pump out, right? So blood that starts down here in the right atrium, right, is going to get pumped up when the heart contracts through this valve right here. This is called the pulmonary semilunar valve, or just pulmonary valve, right? And these valves work as one-way valves. So if you were to look at this in like a cross section, you're going to have these little leaflets like this that when blood flows through them, they open up, right? So that blood can go through. But when they're closed, it cannot go back, right? This is to prevent buildup in the heart. So you have 4 of these valves. These are very important because without these, you start to have what we call regurgitation or backflow into different parts of the heart, which can mess up the heart's ability to properly pump blood, right? So pulmonary circulation starts in the right ventricle. The right ventricle contracts, right? Is going to pump blood through your pulmonary valve, right? Now remember, pulmonary stands for lungs. Anytime we mention anything with pulmonary, pulmonologist, right? Pulmonary embolism, those types of things, it means lungs, right? So when we talk about pulmonary circulation, we're talking about circulation to the lungs, okay? Is it okay if I sleep in this class as long as I lurk and sleep on the textbooks? Rouge! Fine. Just don't snore. If I hear you snoring, I'm gonna wake you up. Krakow, hey! So pulmonary circulation starts down here in the right ventricle. The blood gets pumped up through the pulmonary valve into your pulmonary artery. Dude, Anonymous gifting on tier 1 sub to Gemini. Gemini Gold, I see you. Gemini, you're covered under collie care from the flops to the beans. I got you covered. Gemini, it's good to see you. When you're not trying to kill me in Among Us, or when you're not seeing me disappear in electrical, I didn't even see you there. I did not even see you there. So, right ventricle through the pulmonary valve, out the pulmonary arteries. Now, arteries equal away from the heart. Any blood vessels that travel away from the heart are considered arteries. Every artery in your body, with the exception of the pulmonary artery, carries oxygenated blood. Veins, on the other hand, go towards the heart. Every vein in your body, with the exception of the pulmonary vein, carries deoxygenated blood. Okay? And we'll touch on this in a second. Once we get done talking about pulmonary circulation, this all makes sense. But remember, arteries equal away, veins equal towards. I always just remember artery away, AA, makes it simple, right? So, deoxygenated blood is pumped out of the right ventricle through the pulmonary valve to the pulmonary arteries. From the pulmonary arteries, it then goes towards the lungs, right? And we've talked about the lungs before. We've talked about the lungs in the past before, or that's redundant. Before. The lungs are responsible for gas exchange. The blood goes to the lungs to release carbon dioxide and other waste products and receive oxygen. So it goes from being deoxygenated to oxygenated, okay? So in this instance, because this pulmonary artery is going away from the heart, it is considered an artery, but it is carrying deoxygenated blood away from the heart to the lungs, okay? The blood then comes back from the lungs through the pulmonary veins as oxygenated blood. So, arteries away, every artery has oxygenated blood with the exception of the pulmonary artery, and veins equal towards the heart, so you have blood returning from the lungs to the heart with oxygen in it. And every other vein in the body, deoxygenated blood runs through veins except for pulmonary. That's the only place where it's switched. Do you have any experience with cardiac ultrasound or cardiological ultrasound? I mean, like, I've seen them. I've had them. We do them. I can't read them. I can look at an ultrasound. If they put a heart up on an ultrasound, I can see it beat, but I couldn't tell you what specific structures there are, right? So this goes out towards the lungs. Where's my mouse? Lungs, and then back through the pulmonary veins to the left atrium. Okay, remember, atriums receive. We are receiving blood from the lungs, right? The atriums receive the blood from the lungs, pump it down into the left ventricle, where it then goes out to systemic circulation. So we'll stop this here because systemic circulation takes over from here. So this is called the pulmonary circulation loop. Okay, right ventricle, pulmonary arteries, lungs, pulmonary veins, left atrium. Okay, that cycle happens, right? High pressure here pumps it out. When this empties, it creates low pressure that pulls in. Okay, this is pulmonary circulation. Now, systemic circulation. As blood transfers from the left atrium down into the left ventricle, it then gets pumped out to the rest of the body, which we call systemic circulation. So it goes down through the bicuspid valve, which is also known as the mitral valve, into the left ventricle, where it is then pumped out through your aorta to the rest of the body. Remember, this blood has oxygen in it. This blood is being pumped to the body to supply oxygen, immune cells, heat, right? Anything it needs to provide to the rest of the body, nutrients, all that fun stuff. It is leaving the heart, going to the rest of the body. It then does its journey at the rest of the body, hitting all your arteries and your capillaries before eventually turning into veins and returning to the heart through the vena cava, which then empties into the right atrium. Right atrium empties into the right ventricle through what we call the tricuspid valve, and the whole situation and the whole cycle starts over again.
Just stopping by to say hi and stop being so suspect, Cinder.
Tommy, thanks for the 1 bit. I will never stop being sus. Always be sus. ABS, always be sus. Thanks for the 1 bit. I appreciate it. So that's the cycle of blood. You have 2 loops. You have pulmonary loop and you have systemic loop. Right ventricle, out through the pulmonary valve, through the pulmonary arteries to the lungs to release CO2 and grab oxygen, comes back through the pulmonary veins, into the right atrium, through the bicuspid valve, into the left ventricle. Sorry, I called this the right atrium, left atrium, through the bicuspid valve, into the left ventricle, out through the aortic valve in the aorta to systemic circulation, back through the vena cava, into the right atrium, where it is then pumped through the tricuspid valve into the right ventricle to start its journey again. 60 to 100 times a minute this happens. Now, do you guys see these little guys, these little things right here that these valves are attached on? Does anybody know the name of these? Colloquially, what do we call these? You've definitely heard the colloquial name before. What do you guys think those are? What do they look like? Rouge, thanks for the host!
Butter dog, the dog with the butter dog. I want the butter on him. The dog with the butter. I want the butter dog.
Oh god,
All
that's so
collies
loud!
are stinky and sus also eats chips in class.
I am so sorry that one is so loud. Holy freaking crap, I'm gonna have to fix that butter dog. It's a dog with the butter on him, the butter dog. All collies are stinky. Shadow Fluffy Boy, I'm not stinky. I am not. Thanks for the 525 bits though, I appreciate it. Do you think you're ever going to run out of stuff to teach us? I have. I've already started to recycle some. Butter dog. Way too big. Dude, the butter dog video is so great. Someone put butter on their dog and just filmed it going, butter dog. It's the dog with the butter on him. I appreciate the bits. Ezum Nest, thanks for the follow. Welcome to Floppy Flock. Okay. We were talking about these guys right here. These little things that hang off the valves. These are your heartstrings. Who's ever heard of the term heartstring before? Anonymous, what the hell, dude? Is that the same Anonymous? Are you the same person from the last 3 or 4? Anonymous gifting out of tier 1 sub to Kristen for real. Kristen, you're covered under collie care with lots of the beans. I got you covered. Thanks, Anonymous.
Today Cinder is teaching us about the heart and how it does a beat him a sheep.
Beep, beep, I'm a sheep. We're talking about the heart. Thanks for the 1 bit. All right, heartstrings. These are called chordae tendonae. Is what these are called. Chordae tendonae. They are little, like, projections and essentially things that hold your
Zingo
valves
the
in
strings
place.
of my heart.
Broster, thanks for the... Oh, God, wrong emotion. Thanks for the 100 bits. Zingo the string of my heart. Stop pulling at my heartstrings. Anonymous.
Everybody do the flop. Everybody do the flop. Everybody do the flop.
Dude, Anonymous gifting out 5. Oh, God, wrong emotion. Wrong. Gifting out 5 tier 1 subs to the community. Jesus. What the hell?
Woof.
Binary Split, Sheep TV, Rain Claws, I am Pato, I am Pato, and Jax Hyena. You guys are all covered under collie care thanks to Anonymous. From the Floss to the Beans, I got you covered. Trip with the woof. Woof. Thanks for the 100 bits.
Chordae tendonae, heart tendons _ carrot.
Mastermind coming with the 100 bits. Yes, I guess that does make sense. Chordae tendonae. They're like little tendons, essentially. Thanks for the 100 bits. Thanks for making Tux dance. They're like little things that essentially hold the valves in place, right? They look like strings. If you ever heard the term heartstrings or stop plucking at my heartstrings, that's what they're referring to are the chordae tendonae, which you really shouldn't be plucking at those because it'll mess up the integrity of your heart. So don't pluck those.
I totally didn't eat a double cheeseburger in class. Loud burp.
Cerulean! Okay, you know what's going to happen, Cerulean? You're going to be the lucky one for today. You know what's going to happen, Cerulean? You ate that cheeseburger. Yeah, it's got all that grease on it. That cheese. That grease. Yeah, it might make you burp. You know what's going to happen? It's going to stew in your stomach. And you know what's going to happen
The only
next?
ones I can throw but him still gonna throw M.
I'll get to that in a second, because you know what's going to happen next, Cerulean? You're going to be sitting in the back of class. You're going to feel a little rumbling. All of a sudden. Disgusting. You're going to rip ass in the back of class because you were eating a cheeseburger. What you get. Fox fails. Thanks for the 5 bits. I appreciate it. Oh, that'll never not be funny to me. General medical question: how do you count sheep without falling asleep? Lots of practice and just fake it till you make it. Sometimes you do fall asleep and you just pretend like you counted them. As long as nobody audits you, you'll be okay. Max Husky coming with 100 bits, making tuck stamps. Look at that werewolf. Dang, it's a werewolf. That one sounded wet. All right. God damn it, guys! I'm trying to teach. Thanks for the 50 bits. Mastermind.
For new underwear after that one.
that was. You're gonna have to give that to Cerulean. He's the one who did it. Blutra. Wait for it. There it is. Blutra coming out the 400 bits. Who farted?
Who farted?
Cerulean did. That's what he gets for eating a cheeseburger in the back of my classroom. All right. Let's get back to teaching. This is important stuff, guys. This is important stuff. This is your heart we're talking about. This is your heart. Pay attention. Stop eating. Stop farting in my class. All right. Chordae, tendonae, heartstrings, they hold your valves in place, right? So these valves are important. Because without these valves, none of this would be separated from one another, right? You wouldn't be able to achieve the pressure gradients that you needed for the blood to move properly, right? But also you'd have a lot of backflow through the heart. So what you can get sometimes is you have patients who have, if you get like calcifications or vegetation that grows on these valves, they won't close properly, and you'll get what we call regurgitation through the valve, which needs to be fixed manually. We have to go in and either put a new valve in, or either an artificial valve or a tissue valve from a pig or a cow, and go in and replace it essentially. Interesting note. When you listen to your heart, who's ever heard your own heartbeat before? I imagine all of you guys have. You guys have heard your heartbeat before? If not, find a loved one or someone you care about, put your head on their chest with permission, and listen to their heartbeat. You're gonna hear 2 sounds. You're gonna hear lub and you're gonna hear dub. Boom, 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 lub, dub, right? You're gonna hear 2 sounds, lub and dub. Those sounds that you're hearing are your valves closing. So, Felix! Oh my god! Dude, Helix coming with the 10 gifted subs to the community. Holy freaking crap! I'm talking about hard sounds and now we're doing gift subs. Jesus! Helix coming with the 10 subs. Cerulean, Bernard Bear, Woolia. I think I got that one right. Burnt Bread BB, Uberdeo, I11, GF Rex, Rothis Wolf, Zeke Fox, and DDV. You guys are all coming under comment there thanks to Helix and the 10 gifted subs. Holy freaking crap. Thank you. Helix, thank you. That was super kind. You didn't have to do that. That's $50. Oh my god. I wasn't done. I wasn't done. Helix, that's like $50. You could go get yourself a good meal for that. Blutra coming in with the 5 gifted tier 1 subs. Blutra, what the hell? You don't gotta do that, Blutra. Blutra 5 gifted tier 1 subs. Helix, Moon Snow Dragon, Quaff 17, Rico Husky, and Indigo. You guys are all covered under collie care thanks to Blutra. Guys, spam the flops. Just spam the flops or the Cinder pleases. I don't even, just spam something. I don't even care. Spam something. No class today, keep the sun. I'm trying to freaking teach. As I was saying, before you guys were super generous, lub, dub. This is important. There we go, there's the spam. That's what I wanted. So, the lub, the first sound you hear, right? Boom, boom. That first lub, right? This happens during systole. Systole is when the ventricle cuts. Tux, what the hell? I know where you live, Tux. Jeez, Tux the Wolf coming with the 5 gifted subs to the community. I don't know why he could have just let me do it.
We completed the hype train. Cinder
Cheaper.
7 flop pog champ, Cinder 7 flop pog champ, Cinder 7 flop pog champ,
Oh my
Cinder
God.
7 flop pog champ, Cinder 7 flop pog champ, Cinder 7 flop pog champ.
Oh my god, PogChamp. Yeah, okay, I guess I'll call you my little PogChamp. Isn't that meme going around? Tuxton Wolf coming with the 5 gifted tier 1 subs to community. Dayglow, Polygon Dust, Moose Pontiac, Flying Robot Dino, and Jasodian. You guys are all coming under collar care thanks to the dancing werewolf himself, Tuxton Wolf. You're coming under collar care for thoughts and needs. I got you covered. Cerulean coming with the 15 bits. PogChamp.
Breaks into the pup, little puppy man.
Tommy, thanks for the bit. You're not gonna break me. Guys, spam the Tux emote. Cinder Tux. Uber Deo, come with the 100 bits making Tux dance. Look at that werewolf. Look at that werewolf. Thanks for the 100 bits. I appreciate it. Thanks for making Tux dance. What even is this stream, Cerulean? I don't even freaking know. I don't even, I'm trying to teach. Oh my god.
Loads of money. Loads of gosh. Money.
Thanks for making this year bearable.
Whoa,
Hope you and
crap.
Tux have a wonderful holidays.
Dude, Blue. $200. What the hell?
Show love one interrupting wolf.
Dude, Blue, what the hell? You did not have to do that. Seriously, oh my god. I had to I had to double take. I thought it said, I didn't even read what it said at first. Holy crap. Thanks for making the year bearable. Hope you and Tux have a how. Ah,
Cinder Tux.
jeez. Guys, you're gonna have to give me a second to catch up with all this. You know that, right? Dude, Blue, what the hell? Ugh. I don't even know what to say. Like... Alright. Hold on. We're gonna catch up. It's a
That's
disaster.
200 dog bones for Cinder, you wood bones.
It's a disaster now. I don't even know what to do anymore. God damn it. I do want. Okay, hold on. Mastermind, thanks for the 30 bits. Max Husky, thanks for 100 bits. Cerulean for 5 bits. Tommy the Fox, 1 bit. B. William, 100 bits. Tuxton, 200. Tuxton, swear to God, Tuxton. I swear to God, Tuxton. I know where you live. Stop it.
I just wanted to
Stop it.
interrupt the lecture.
Yeah, you did a damn good job of it, Tux. And Fox fails with another 20 bits, guys. My heart is trying to keep shut. You're stressing out my heart. You're stressing it out. Cerulean with another 5. Cinder 7 love. Cinder 7 love. Cinder 7 love. Is it gonna read? I don't know if it's gonna read it. Blucher with another 80. Oh God, is it gonna read it now?
Cinder 7 love, Cinder
Oh,
7
God, here
love,
we go.
Cinder 7 love, 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 Cinder 7 love.
Okay, it's done. It's done.
I found these under the
Cerulean, thanks
couch
for the 5.
cushions.
Blucher, thanks for the 80. Jeez. Ghost TWF, thanks for the follow. I see you in all this madness. And Tommy, thanks for the extra bit. Can I teach? If you guys think giving me bits is gonna make me bump your grade from failing to passing, let me tell you how the real world
Cinder
works.
pet, Cinder 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 pet, cute
Pet.
dog, cute dog, cute dog.
Let me tell you how the real world works. You can't just bribe your way to getting better things. What am I talking about? You absolutely can bribe yourself. Meowpenheimer coming with the tier 1 sub for 1 freaking month, guys. Or Twitch Prime sub. That's a new Collie Care enrollee. Also, freaking awesome name. Meowpenheimer, you're coming under Collie Care from the Fox to
Interrupting
Beans. I got
Wolf
you covered.
Part 2.
Mastermind, That wolf interrupts me enough as it is. Enough as it is. Thanks for the 20 bits. I appreciate it. Okay. If you guys think that bribing me this way is going to make me change your grades, you got a lot to learn. That's exactly what's going to happen. You guys are all getting A's. You're all getting A's. I'm so easily bought. You know, you could have had the same effect with some coffee. Are we done? Jeez. We're getting A's. Yes, you're all getting A's. Except for Tuxton. Tuxton doesn't get an A. Tuxton doesn't get an A. I'm sorry, Tux. You don't get an A. If you got problems with it, you can come talk to me directly. My door's open. Office is open. You can come talk to me. Tux doesn't get an A, he gets the gay. Nice. Are we done? We good? Can I talk about the lubs and the dubs? The teacher is getting union level pay? I wish. I wish I had union level pay. Can I talk about the lubs and the dubs? You guys ready to talk about the lubs and the dubs? I guess you want to talk about the lubs and the dubs? Okay, the lubs and the dubs. So you listen to your heartbeat. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Lub dub, right? You hear those two sounds in your heart, right, when you listen to them. The lub, that first sound you hear, happens during systole. So when we use the term systole, we refer to ventricular contraction, right? So when the big part of your heart down here contracts, that is known as systole. So when we say systolic blood pressure, we are talking about the blood pressure when your ventricles contract. We talk about systole, we're talking about
Are we breaking
ventricular
Cinder now?
contraction. Mika, you're not breaking me. You can try, but I bounce. I don't break. Thanks for the 95 bits. I appreciate it. Also, Mika, I'm always so happy to see you. Always so happy you're here. So systole, ventricular contraction, okay? When your ventricles contract, these valves, let me see, actually, do I have a better picture? Perfect, this will work. Oh God, it's huge! That'll work. Okay. A little bit easier to visualize this now. Cinder's been in Twitch jail. Ask about the tattoo. Yeah, Twitch jail? It toughened me right up. I don't break no more. I'm an institutionalized dog now. Wow, it's huge. You don't want a huge heart.
Cinder makes my heart go
Rouge.
lub dub. As a friend.
Rouge Red Panda coming with 100 bits, making text dance. I make your heart go lub dub. Well, I hope so. But also, your reptilian brain should be doing that, not me. I don't want to be responsible for your heartbeat. Did I just say I went to horny jail? No, I went to Twitch jail. Twitch jail. Different. Okay. So, when your ventricles contract, okay? I'm trying to talk about heart sounds. When your ventricles contract, right? Your mitral valve, this valve right here, and your tricuspid valve, those close shut, right? Because as your ventricle is contracting, the blood is being pushed up and out. You do not want it to backflow into the atrium. So that sound of those valves closing, right, during systole, your mitral valve and your tricuspid valve, that's the sound that you hear. That's that lub. What you're hearing are those valves snapping shut, right? Now, with your dub, this is happening during diastole. Diastole is when your atriums contract, right? And move blood down into your ventricles. When that happens, your pulmonary valve and your aortic valve close shut, right? As to prevent backflow from what was just pumped out. So, that second dub sound that you hear are those kind of central. I always like to think of them as kind of like the outer valves and then the central valves, right? But it's just a difference. What you're hearing with that lub and that dub is you're hearing the valves in your heart open and close. And there are two valves that open with systole, or two valves that close with systole and two that close with diastole. It just depends on which one you're hearing. But that lub dub sound, lub is systole, dub is diastole. Those are your heart valves closing. So next time you listen to someone's heartbeat, right? If maybe you put your head on your loved one's chest, or you're just super desperate to hear someone else's heartbeat, so you grab a friend and put your ear to their chest, and you hear boom, 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 boom. What you're hearing are the valves in your heart closing. So, we've talked about blood flow, talked about valves, talked about sounds. Got one more thing to talk about. Can you play a clip of S1, S2? I probably could. Guys, Tux is here. Oh, God.
Everybody's getting A's.
No, Tux, you get an F. You're getting an F. Tux. He's getting an F. He's getting an F. Hey, guys, hold on. Tux gets an F on his homework. Tux gets an F. He's getting an F! I'm telling you right now, he's failing this class. He also didn't close my door. He did close the door. Okay. He's getting an F on his homework. Alright, let's see. This is a video of heart sounds. That's kind of like, it's a little bit, it doesn't sound quite right. But you hear that lub dub? Boom, 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 right? Those are the valves opening, those are those valves snapping shut, right? It sounds so fake. I know it does. Hold on, let me see if I can find a better one. I just want to hear the heart sounds.
And momos.
No. There we go.
Here.
Close enough. Close enough. I'm not gonna go searching for another video because I don't want to get banned again. Anonymous, god damn it! Anonymous gifting out another tier 1 sub to Crazy Chemo. Crazy Chemo, you're coming under Collie Carrot. Thanks to Anonymous from the Flash of the Beans. I got you covered. Put your chest up to the mic. I don't know if it works. I don't think it'll actually pick it up. I bet Anon is Tux. It better not be. It better not be Tux, I swear to God, if that's you. I will spit in our dinner tonight. You know I gotta make us dinner. I'm gonna spit in yours. That's you. I'll do it. What are you gonna do? Make your own? Alright. Anyways, that's how it sounds. Lub dub, lub dub, lub dub. Now, one last thing we need to talk about for the heart before we kind of wrap it all up. This tiny, relatively small organ is very complex considering all that it has to do for you. So we have this massive structure of muscle and valves, right? That sits in a sac that helps protect it and anchor it to our body, prevents it from getting friction, right? But in order for all of this to work properly, we need coordinated muscle contraction, right? You need a coordinated, organized contraction of muscle for this to work properly, right? Otherwise, if you just have muscles, you know, contracting and spasming out over nothing, you get no blood flow. Becky! Becky!
Beep beep him a
beep,
sheep, I said beep beep him a sheep.
Beep beep, I'm a sheep. Beep beep. The way it reads it. Becky C coming in with the tier 1 sub for 5 freaking months. Guys, if you haven't seen Vacky's stream, I highly suggest you go watch Vacky. He streams in the morning for most of us Americans, and he draws amazing art, and he loves the bees. If you go into his chat and you spam Pride Ooh Woo, oh, he just loves it. He loves it. He loves the bees. Yes, exactly. Russell Fluff, the Vacky C Ah. He loves it, especially when you do the bee followed by the Vacky C Ah, so it looks like you're putting the bee in his mouth. He loves it. Vacky, I'm so glad you could come back and see. I'm so happy you're here. Vacky. All right. So, the heart. Giant ball of muscle, right? But in order for it to do its job properly, it needs to be able to work in unison, right? The myocardium, the muscle of the heart, needs to be able to work in a controlled, rhythmic, organized pattern to actually effectively move the blood, right? Because if you just start spazzing it out, you're not going to get a solid contraction in the ventricles, you're not going to get a solid contraction in the atrium, and blood's not going to go anywhere, right? This is done through an interesting like network of electrical pathways. All right, so you have this thing here in your heart called your SA node, your sinoatrial node. Okay, this is known as the pacemaker of the heart. What the SA node does is the SA node sends out electrical impulses through the atrium, so through the top part of the heart, and it does this about 60 to 100 times a minute. Right? If you remember, I said normal heart rhythm, normal heartbeats for most people about 60 to 100 per
Everyone
minute.
tell Cinder it's not fair to give me an F. The dog ate my homework.
Tox, I don't believe it for a goddamn second. I live with you. I watched you ignore your homework. You're getting an F. Also, I love you. And I don't hold it against me that you're failing my class. It's not my fault you're a bad student. Tux, you are the dog. Stop eating the homework. Yeah, Tux, stop eating your own homework. Did I eat Tux's homework? No. No. He had the damn paper and he put an F on it. I already did it. Once it's in red ink, you can't take it back. Tux, thanks for the 61 bits. Conflict of interest? Well, you know, he should have been up to my par. Not doing his homework. I see him over there, being lazy. The teacher ate my homework? Well, you shouldn't have made it so delicious. Homework is just tastier than normal paper.
It was so tasty.
Tux. Thanks for the 1 bit. Thanks for making yourself dance. Moonshine, take care. Rest up. Be safe. Wear your mask. Wash your hands. Wash your distance. All right. Back to the heart. Back to the heart. So your sinoatrial node, it's this little ball of cells in your heart that helps conduct electrical impulses that travel through your heart. It does this about 60 to 100 times a minute. That's where we get our normal heart rate from, is because that's about how often this can fire, right? Certain things change this, right? Obviously, stress will make your heart beat faster, rest will make it beat slower, right? So your SA node fires off its impulse, okay? That electrical impulse travels through the atrium, right? Kind of like, almost like wraps around it. And when it does this, it causes the atriums to contract. And when the atriums contract, they eject their blood down through their corresponding valves into the ventricles. Okay? Now, this electrical impulse continues to conduct through the atrium until it hits this thing right here. This is what's known as the AV node. The AV node serves as a pathway for an electrical impulse from the atrium to the ventricle, all right? But not only does it serve as a way to continue the impulse through the rest of the heart, it also delays it a bit. And here's why. If the impulse were to not be delayed and were to just go straight through, you wouldn't have enough time for the blood to physically move into the ventricles before they contracted. So we need a delay, right? Think of it like in Minecraft, right? when you use the redstone repeaters, right? You can assign a bit of a delay to the signal. It'll hold on to it for a tick or two, right? To let whatever's happening happen before that signal continues on to make other things happen, right? The AV node works as that. It kind of delays the signal for just a bit, so it gives the ventricles time to actually fill up with blood, okay? Can I please build a Minecraft heart so you can understand it better? I'm sure somebody has. I just realized you can't say anything about Whiskey's banana hair. Why can't I? He's got banana hair. My hair does not look like bananas. His do. That's what he gets for calling me short. These lectures are great. My fiance is a doctor, and this actually helps me understand stuff and gives me stuff to talk to her about. Really appreciate it. Oh, Sheev, I appreciate you coming by. Let me know what your fiance thinks of my lectures if they ever get a chance to watch them. I'm sure their understanding of it is much higher as a doctor than mine, but I try to get the basics down so you guys can understand. You know, general populist information that I think it's important to know. How does the SA node know how to react to stress and exercise? Is it innervated? It has to do with your nervous system. I want to say, is it your vagal nerve? The vagus nerve rather lowers the heart rate. It does innervate the sinoatrial node. So it is innervated by the central nervous system. Those look like blue bananas. These are not, they're not bananas. They're not. Whiskey has banana hair. I do not. I have flops. This Twitch channel has taught me more than school ever has, and I only watched 2 streams. Jimmy, thank you. Holy crap. Did you just go to bad schools, or you just didn't? Sometimes, okay, let me rephrase that. I find that people are more willing to learn things that they're actually interested in than being force-fed whatever needs to be taught for curriculum to pass a test, right? Let's be honest. High school exists mainly to get you prepared to pass whatever standardized test, whether it be the SAT or the ACT, right? Because the higher your school scores, the better they look, the more funding they get, the longer they can stay open, right? So they teach you on how to take a standardized test. So you learn a lot of things that you never use, right? I can't remember the last time I used any kind of like complex mathematics, right? Or like, you know, like there's just a lot of things that you get taught, right? Physics that I don't really use, right? History lessons that I don't really use. Some of the, even like the English and rhetoric stuff, I don't really like. When was the last time someone was like, this job depends on you knowing what a proposition is? Like, I don't freaking care. I don't know, right? So they kind of structure high school towards standardized testing, which unfortunately nursing school was pretty similar because it was structured around the NCLEX. But I find that when people learn in an environment that's not stressful and is actually interesting things, people love to learn. You want to learn. Our brains naturally want to learn. You just need to be put in an environment that's that's good for you, right? Typher, thanks for the follow. Welcome to Flobby Flock. Welcome in. Skycam, thanks for the follow. Welcome to Flobby Flock. Sorry I missed those guys. Looking in a normal school, learning with a likable furry. Well, thanks. I'm glad that this is better.
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Yes,
Is it
you
me?
are.
Is it me?
Yes, you are.
Is it me?
You're such a good
Is
boy.
it me?
Such a good boy.
Is it me? I hope
Yes,
it's
you
me.
are.
It's me.
Yes, you are.
It is.
You're a good boy.
Oh my god. It's
Good
me.
boy.
Oh my
You're
god. It's
such
me.
a good boy.
It's me. It's me. It's not you. It's me. I'm the good boy, not you. No, me. Thanks for the 100 bits. I appreciate it. The Scarlet Derby. Thank you. That one dogger. Hey, guys, it's that one dogger. His artwork's awesome. Okay, so SA node sends out an electrical impulse, causes your atriums to contract so the blood can move from your atriums down into your ventricles through their corresponding valves. The electrical impulse is then delayed slightly in the AV node. The AV node then conducts the electrical impulse through what we call the bundle of His, which is this guy right here. I guess it's already labeled. This is what's known as the bundle of His, okay? It's just a bundle of conductive fiber, kind of right in the middle of this, the septum there, right? It then branches off into 2 bundle branches, the right and the left. It then continues on down this way through the bundle branch blocks until eventually it hits the apex of the heart and then it goes to what we call the Purkinje fibers, which are these fibers that innervate and kind of run through the ventricle. And what happens is when it reaches down here, you get a contraction that moves like upwards, right? So this all contracts in unison upwards to push the blood out, okay? So this is all timed in a way to maximize the ability of the heart to pump blood efficiently, right? So the electrical impulse starts in the SA node, travels through the atrium to the AV node where it's delayed, then sent down through the bundle of His to the corresponding bundle branches, either the right or the left, down to the apex of the heart, where it then turns up into the Purkinje fibers and causes the ventricles to contract. We can read this electrical movement through the heart. We can read this. And it looks like an EKG. This is what a normal heartbeat looks like on a monitor. So when we put you on a heart monitor, what we are monitoring and what we are looking for is this electrical pathway, this movement of electricity through the heart. We can pick that up on a monitor with our electrodes, with our little leads that we put on you. Okay. Each of these little spikes means something. We can interpret this, and this can change based on either what's happening with the heart, how fast your heart's beating. If you're in an abnormal rhythm, this will change, right? Is there damage to the heart, such as with like a heart attack, right? Is there enough damage to cause a change in this pathway? We can interpret that. That is what an EKG does. Electrocardiogram. You can do EKG or ECG. Both are correct. I like EKG because I think it's better. That's just how I've always done it. Electrocardiogram with a K. EKG. Ekage. You gotta get that ekage. Scarlet Derby.
The right atrium's where the process begins, where the CO2 blood enters the heart. Through the tricuspid valve to the right ventricle, the pulmonary artery and lungs. Once inside the lungs, it dumps its carbon dioxide
dumps it all over the
and
place.
picks up its oxygen supply. Then it's back.
Woohoo! Shot
Oh.
blocked.
You got cut off, but you are correct. Sorry that got cut off. I don't know why. I guess it was too long, but you're correct. That is the correct pathway. Okay, so we can, when we look at the EKG, we can essentially interpret the rhythm of the heart, how fast the heart is beating, whether or not there's damage to, like structural damage to the heart, right? And essentially take a look and see if there's any other abnormalities. We can tell a lot about your heart from just a standard EKG, right? So what do all this mean though? What does all this mean? Okay, so in order to understand kind of how this works, so if you look at like say this is our patient here, right? Just bear with me here. There's their heart. So we place 12 leads, or 10 leads rather. We have 10 leads that we place on patients. Put one here. Put one here. That heart's a bit low, but we'll pretend like it's in the right spot. We place all these electrodes on your body, right? And the reason for this is as it's picking up the movement of electricity, right? As the electricity moves through the heart in kind of a diagonal motion, right? As the electricity moves towards the lead, it shows up as a positive waveform. As it moves away, so say it's moving away from this lead, it's going to show up as a negative, right? And we can interpret that based on the way that it's looking on, depending on which lead we look at, right? We can tell where problems exist, but we can also interpret that as a waveform, as a rhythm. So the P wave, this guy right here, this is what we call the P wave. This is the first waveform that we see, or the first change that we see within a normal heart rhythm. I couldn't get diagonal, okay? I tried. I tried. Sometimes I can't bring up the right words. All right, so your P wave. The P wave happens when you have atrial contraction. So as the SA node fires and this electrical impulse works its way through the atrium here, right? We see it as this little wave here. And you can see it right here, right? You can see one right here. These tiny little waves right in here, because there isn't a strong signal that goes through there because the atriums don't need a lot of energy, okay? So we call the P wave. So P wave, where's my mouse? I lost my mouse there. That's the atrium's contracting, right? And then you see this big old spike right here. This is what we call the QRS complex. Okay, the QRS complex are your ventricles contracting. I don't want to do it like this. Just keep talking about it. I don't want to muddy this up. So P wave, atrial contraction, QRS complex, the big spike that you generally are associated with seeing a heart rhythm, that is your ventricle contraction. If you can see the difference in the size of these waves, you can understand how much stronger and how much bigger your ventricle is compared to your atrium, right? Look how much bigger this waveform is, because these ventricles need to pump away from the heart, right? They need to be the positive pressure pushing out, whether it be to the lungs or to the rest of systemic circulation. This interval right here, this little break in between, is what we call the PR interval. That's the time it takes for that's essentially that pause that I talked about with the AV node. Remember I said the AV node slows down the electrical impulse for a brief moment to allow the ventricles to fill up, right? This can become elongated or shortened. Some medications will make it shorter, some medications will make it longer, but it's important to know that PR interval because certain heart rhythms will have longer PR intervals than others. Some will have short, or some will have longer, some will have variable PR intervals, right? Which is a way that you can diagnose whatever rhythm it is, right? It's important to look at that and make sure that it's uniform. So P wave is the contraction of the atriums. The PR interval is that delay between the electrical impulse traveling through the atrium and then going into the ventricles. And then your QRS complex here is your ventricles contracting. Now, this wave right here, the T wave. What do you guys think the T wave is? If the ventricles have contracted, or if the atriums have contracted and the ventricles have contracted, why do we have a third waveform? What do we think that third waveform is? T wave is what happens after I drink a pot of coffee. You're not wrong. Lutra, yes! Ventricular repolarization. The ventricles need to reset, essentially. So when they contract, they depolarize, and in order to be able to contract again, they need to become repolarized. When they become repolarized, we pick that up on an EKG because there's electrical activity happening, right? That is known as the T wave. But if the ventricles have to repolarize, doesn't that mean that the atriums have to repolarize? And if so, why don't we see another wave? Why don't we see a fourth wave from the atriums repolarizing, right? It would make sense. Well, it gets lost within this massive QRX complex. The QRS complex is so big that it like engulfs the repolarization of the atrium, and you don't see it. You just don't see it because it gets lost within all of the signal from the QRS complex. So, P wave is your atrium contracting. PR interval here is the time it takes between your atriums contracting and your ventricles contracting. QRS complex is your ventricles contracting. You have this called the ST segment, which is the time it takes for everything to kind of reset. And then your T wave is your repolarization. That is how a normal heart rate or a normal heartbeat is read. That is how an EKG is read. Now, you have about, what, 15, 16, however many different heart rhythms that can be interpreted off of this. Too fast, too slow, abnormal, irregularities, ventricular rhythms, what do you call them? Like junctional rhythms, right? All of this can change depending on where the electrical impulse is starting, where it's conducting through, how it's moving through the heart, and how quickly it moves through the heart. All of this can change. This is what normal looks like. Have you ever seen something nothing at all like that? I mean, you can get like, that's normal. I mean, you can see something like this. Sirlone Alexander Wolf, thanks for the 5 bits. I appreciate it. Cynthia, we are not going through all the different heart rhythms again. I object that torture. Oh no, Krakow. We will do it at some point. So, Vacky, you can get something like this. These are both EKGs. This is normal. Anybody want to wager a guess what that is? Zeke Fox, you know. Anybody know what rhythm this is? Medical professionals, if you're BLS or ACLS certified or have any cardiac experience, you should recognize that rhythm right away. VF, yes! This is VFib. So, remember when I said organized rhythm? It needs to be an organized synchronized kind of like rhythm, right? Do you see how much orderly this is, right? P, Q, R, S, T, P, Q, R, S, T, P, Q, R, S, T, right? On and on and on, 60 to 100 times a minute, or 2 to 3 billion beats of your lifetime, P, Q, R, S, T, P, Q, R, S, T, right? You see how unorganized this is? This is what we call ventricular fibrillation, okay? What is happening in ventricular fibrillation, if you can think about your ventricles, they're spazzing out, right? It's just sitting there and it's just quivering, right? You're getting all this, you're getting no organized contraction, right? You're getting fibrillation. It's just quivering, right? It just, they say it looks like a bag of worms, right? It just quivers. And it looks like this on the monitor. Shock advised! You shock the shit out of this rhythm. You don't even think. You see this rhythm, you shock the shit out of them because they're going to die otherwise. But to answer your question, Vaki, yes. If that's normal, there is a lot of things that are not normal. That's about it. That's my brief lecture on the heart that took an hour and a half. What'd you guys think? Any questions? Stretch. Someone left the pasture gate open? I bet it was Tux. I bet it was Tux. He's mad at me because I failed him from my class. I bet he let all the sheep out. Yeah, God, I'm gonna have to go fix that now. What do different lead views help with? Different lead views give you different, like the rhythm looks different, right? Let's see if I can get a 12 lead. They just provide you with a different view of the same thing. Sometimes looking at it from different angles can help interpretation. Some rhythms might only show up on specific leads if it's affecting a specific part of the heart. Just want like standard 12 lead EKG. So here's like a standard 12 lead. Different leads correspond to different areas on the heart, right? So some might be upside down, right? Some might be right side up. You might see higher waveforms in one lead versus another, right? It's just different ways of interpreting the heart, different ways of looking at it. You're looking at the same picture from different angles. You can interpret different things from it. Cardiologists are very good. I mean, cardiologists make a living off of this. There are doctors specifically who focus only on this. If you've ever heard of an electrophysiologist, an EP doctor, electrophysiologist, their entire job revolves around reading heart rhythms, right? That's how complex these can get, is their entire job leads to reading heart rhythms. Why does lead 2 get an entire section? This is just your 6-second strip, right? So that's your general strip. So each of these is what, like 2-3 seconds, little clippets, right? And then you get one long strip to look at the overall rhythm. So it's essentially this, but on the bottom. Because sometimes these little snippets here aren't enough to give you a full understanding, but they'll give you an idea of, it's kind of, these are like snapshots from different angle. Think of this as an overall rhythm. I work with EPs. You should ask them these questions. I'm sure they would love to teach you. I can read neither sheet music or this. You just get used to reading these. What EKG is, if you see enough if you see enough normal ones, you can easily pick out a not normal one. And the important thing is that you know the ones that'll kill you, right? V-fib will kill you. This will kill you. The important thing with EKG recognition is knowing the ones that'll kill you. If you can know the EKG rhythms that'll kill you, then you can do better than most people. You don't have to worry about getting all tied up in the details. Just know the lethal ones and know what to do about them. Avery will rise. Thanks for the follow. Welcome to Floppy Flock. This is called VTAC, or ventricular tachycardia, right? You see how fast these ventricles are beating? Each one of these spikes is a ventricle contraction, right? You're not giving the ventricles enough time to fill up and pump blood, so your cardiac output drops, and then your perfusion drops, and then you die. Don't pull out more rhythms? I'm gonna pull out more rhythms. Oh god, that's too big. Anyways, I won't go over all of them. We're not going to talk about asystole, PEA, VTAC, VFib, torsades to points. We're not going to talk about any of that stuff. I will do a whole lecture. I can do a whole lecture on EKG rhythms because there's so many different ones that we could talk about. I'm not going to do it right now. Exhausting. Do you have any unique patient readings you'd have it when it comes to heartbeats? I mean, every patient's going to have a slightly different EKG, right? We're all going to have kind of our own EKGs, but there's enough normalcy. There's enough like consistent things between them that you can look at and be like, okay, that's normal, right? And the important thing is that you always compare it to the old ones, right? You always want to have an old EKG to compare to. That way you can see if there's any changes. If there's not any changes, I'm not too worried. Oh, I have a few pictures of EKGs. Let me see. Let me look through my pictures. I think I took a picture of torsades and I took a picture of adenosine. I thought I showed you guys the picture of torsades. Hold on. There it is. Fans a lot broadcasting. Take care. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Sleep well.
Woohoo! Shot
There you go.
spot.
Oh my god, you can see my hand. Hand reveal. This was at my last job. This was a patient who went into cardiac arrest that we actually saved. I got to do compressions on his chest while he got pulled into the, while we wheeled him into the OR. It was awesome. But you can see this. So remember we talked about VFib, right? We talked about this. You see the similarities between the two? Yeah. You see this little squiggly stuff up here? You see this squiggly stuff down here? This is what we call torsades de points because it gets bigger, smaller, bigger, smaller. This is a specific type of VFib that we shocked him out of. But there's some VFib for you. It was not good, but he did survive. So that was fun. Always nice to get those back. All right. Are you guys ready? Are we finally ready to play some games? I got like maybe an hour left in stream, hour and a half at most. Have you ever watched Shaun of the Dead? Of course. Like, the movie's great. Are you guys ready to play? We're gonna play Talos Principle more. Although, I was looking up some other games. So, kind of a sneak peek into future games. The Turing test looks amazing. I want to play that. I found a game, or I saw someone recommended a game called Cube with a Q, Q-U-B-E, that looks really interesting. There's two of those. There's two Cube games. I might try that one. Superliminal is on my list. That one will be coming up sometime soon as well. And we're just gonna kind of keep moving on through the our puzzle games because I've enjoyed playing them. Crazy Chemo with the interesting nursing story. Okay, well I'll tell the story about the guy's EKG that I just showed. So this patient had just had heart surgery a couple days previously, was getting ready to go home, right? We were getting ready to discharge this patient. And in the process of doing so, the patient went unresponsive and CPR was started. Thankfully, the nurse was in there when it happened, so They just started CPR right away, right? The sooner you start compressions, the better. I ended up getting in there, doing some rounds of compressions, helping out. And the cardiac surgeon comes in. The cardiac surgeon goes, okay, we've been running this code for like 40 minutes now. We need to go back to the operating room and open up his chest and see what's going on. And we all kind of like, okay. And he was like, well, someone's going to have to do compressions as we go to the OR. So of course I'm standing there and I see an opportunity. I was like, put my hand up. I was like, I'll do it. I'll get on the bed and do compressions as we go into the OR. I got you, doc. So I did. I climbed on top of the bed. I straddled the patient and started doing compressions. As they wheeled us through they wheeled us out of the room, through our unit, right? Through the attached ICU. We had an ICU that was right across from our unit. Through the ICU, across a sky bridge, into the operating suite, and actually onto the operating table. So for probably about a good, I don't know, 2 to 3 minutes, I was doing compressions on this patient as we were really being pushed, as we were like physically being pushed through the hospital. It was like something out of a movie, right? It was like every dream of like, you're the one on the chest doing compressions as the OR doors slam open and people are like, get out of the way, we gotta get to the OR. And like all you hear are the compressions and the sounds of the ventilator. It was like a movie. It was great. It was freaking great. We ended up getting the patient onto the operating table. The surgeon was able to open him up and fix the issue. And about a week later, I shook that patient's hand as he was discharged from the hospital. He didn't remember who I was. He didn't know what I did. I explained a little bit, but I did shake his hand as he left, and he walked out of the emergency department. Or not the emergency department, the hospital. I also had the next day, the surgeon himself came up to me, and he was like, I remember him. He was from Jordan. I think that's what, like, East, is that Jordan? He was Jordanian, so he had kind of a thick accent. He came up to me. He was like, "Are you the one who was doing compressions yesterday?" And I was like, "Yeah." He was like, he stuck his hand out for me, right? And he's like, "You saved that man's life. Like, your compression saved that man's life. Otherwise, he would not have made it to the OR." And I was like, "Oh my God, thank you. I just did it because I thought it'd be fun." I saw an opportunity. I took it. That was like my crowning moment as a nurse. Easily. Help, I need compressions. You have to do them while Becky! I know your trick. You don't want compressions. Trust me, you don't want compressions. I will break all your ribs. Alright. Game. Where is... Oh, I gotta open up this way, okay. This song, though. What would your reaction be if I got assigned to your ward? Well, I don't know you, but I probably wouldn't take care of you because I try not to take care of people who I know. Like, if we knew each other, I'd probably not take care of you because it's hard to take care of people that you know. It's really easy to take care of people you don't know. Hard to take care of people you know though. Hard to put up that mental barrier. Cinder 7 Jam? I should get a Cinder 7 Jam emote. Back to Gehenna. Gehenna? I don't know how you say it. All I know is more puzzles. Alright, back in here. Let's go. Would you cut a fursuit off in the ER if I had to? Yeah, sure. Yeah, you can always buy a new fursuit. You can't buy a new life. Okay, I was working on that one down there. And we had that other one. Go down here. The crater. Just solved this one, a simple puzzle truly. Okay, Vacky, yeah, I'm sure you did. I'm sure you did. Are had any serious diabetic patients in the ER, like where they can't feel their... Oh god, all the time. Diabetic neuropathy is super common, by the way. Oh, where I work, have I ever cut off a fursuit? No, I've never had to cut off a fursuit. Will you get off the computer and help me? Okay, there's that. I need the fan bits and I need to turn that on. Center giving compressions like, make way, wee woo to the ER, wee woo, wee woo, wee woo. Oops. I think I can, like... It certainly ain't fun. No, I don't imagine it is. Also, you're type 1 diabetic. I bet you type 1 diabetics have very good control over their blood sugar. Usually. Most type 1 diabetics are very, like, the word I'm thinking of. They're very particular about how they manage their diabetes. Usually if I have a patient who's a type 1 diabetic come into the hospital, I just let them manage their own diabetes because anything I'm going to do to them is just going to make it worse. I need... do this. We're gonna shut that down. You ever read about that lady in the 90s whose body started emitting lethal chemicals in the emergency room and killed several patients? I have never heard of that. Is that legit? Now, what I wonder is, can my lasers travel through that? That's what I want to know. I've had all sorts go wrong. There's a lot than just that I fight with. I mean, I'm sure... Oh, wait, that was not the one I wanted. It's a hard learning curve, I'm sure, but once you get it under... Like, once you start learning it and start getting it pretty good, most, like I said, most type 1 diabetics that I've interacted with are pretty rock steady on their blood sugars and stuff. I gotta ruin the whole system here. Oh, that will work. Okay, cool. Okay, so now that I know that works, so I need that fan. Dude, Tristan, holy crap! Dude, Tristan! The Dino Dingus himself! Tristan the Dinosaur coming with a rate of 90 freaking 9! Tristan, what is up? Jeez. You were playing, I watched you were playing Subnautica. I was swimming in the deep ocean. Was it scary? Tristan, thank you for sharing your community with mine, and thanks for blasting my ears full of wonderful Andrew WK. Always good to see you, Tristan. Guys, can everybody congratulate Tristan on being partner? You worked so freaking hard to make partner, guys. Tristan, congratulations. Good job. Kick Twitch's ass. Guys, if you don't know who I am, my name is Cinder. I am an emergency room nurse who likes to play video games and teach. And today, we're playing... Wait, can I not? Oh, I can't do that. We're playing the Talos Principle. Okay, so we're like kind of get this. Now I need red. I need red and blue. Gonna be lurking for a moment to consume food. Okay, I'll be here. Solving this puzzle, maybe. Attempting. Yeah, it's gonna it's gonna intercept. Lucky you, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the Flobby Flock. Valine, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the Flobby Flock. Feathered Flint, hey Feathered. What's up, Flint? Thanks for the follow. Welcome to the Flobby Flock, guys. Welcome in. What is this all just for the star over here? I think the star and the fan. Okay. I don't really need to utilize that side, I don't think. Ken,
TV
thanks
ads,
for the 2
I
bits.
sleep. YouTube ads, I sleep. Twitch ads, real SH.
Real SH. Thanks for the 2 bits, Ken. I appreciate it.
Woohoo! Shot spot!
Gotta be a way. Oh yeah, I gotta set the category. Hold on. I promise I'm a bad streamer, guys. Bad streamer. I didn't even set the proper category. Oh my god, I'm so bad. I'm gonna go back to Twitch jail now. There, it should be set. Would it be... Is it worth it to do this? Game reminds you of land surveying? And sometimes it definitely feels like that's what I'm doing. So I need to, I think, so my options are blue comes this way, red comes that way, they converge over here to open up this gate, right? That's what I'm thinking right now. But in order to do that, I'm gonna need more than what I have in terms of... Cinder, should I make a Minecraft skin for Tux? He doesn't play Minecraft. I think we're good. I appreciate the offer, though. And I appreciate the one you made. It's freaking adorable. Is this red on the other side? This. Oops. This one's tough. Let's try back what I was. Let's go back to the idea I was doing. There's a way I can manipulate this to either go up or go down. Problem is I can't, I feel like I need to keep this here. That'll do that. I need to get a red. I need to get red over here. I don't think so. There's nothing over here. I only have one. I only have one little laser redirector over here, and it's over there. I'm not really too worried about that. I'm trying to think about how much radiation you're getting from the lasers. Look at the radiation. I'm a robot. It doesn't matter how much radiation I get. Okay, my metal body is not held to the same standard as our puny mortal beings. Alright, White Fox, hey! I'm doing great, how are you? Trying to figure out this stupid puzzle. Let's just mess with lasers. Can I cross underneath this? I don't think I can. Alright, first things first, I need to prioritize getting this. Without the fan, none of this matters. Roth, take care! I had to look at your name because the dark blue shows up really badly on this. Take care! Thanks for coming by, I appreciate it! What does that do, though? I feel like I'm not utilizing this properly here, this jammer. I feel like there's something I need to do with this that I'm not quite doing yet. It's maybe because I don't know what I need to do with it yet. Oh, I don't need to do that already. Oh, come on, those don't touch. There's no way those touch.
Shotspot.
The Fuse, thanks for the host. Dude, Vexcrest, stop shaking the vending machines. You're not going to get any free food. Stop it. Yeah, you're just going to hurt yourself, and then you're going to end up in the emergency department with an even bigger hospital bill than you would have paid if you just went out and got your damn food yourself. Well, Isaac, thanks for the host. Any suggestions, guys? Try putting the jammer on the fan? I can't bring the jammer in. That's the thing. I can't bring these in. I can't use them through this. The only areas that I can use this jammer are going to be through here, which is going to be like that. It's going to be on either that portal or the other one. One over here. But this looks like it's all for the star, right? You're trolling animal vacky! Hold on, I saw something. What does that do? There's more stuff up there. Okay. Okay. I completely forgot that that existed. All right. New idea. New priority, get that down. Dimension, thanks for the follow. Welcome to Flobby Flock. Welcome in. Oh my god. What? That didn't help me in the way I wanted it to. But I still need this fan. Oh, damn. Where's Bad PNG? Thanks for the follow. Welcome to Flobby Flock. Welcome in. See, this would almost work. Okay. Take this. Is there a laser thing on that cube? Dude, there is. Oh, you're so smart. Oh my god, chat, you're so freaking smart now. Oh, okay. I can fix that. I can fix that. Who put that in there? Rex Collie with the big brains. Wait, is it not connected anymore? Oh, come on. Okay. Idea. Oops. Do this. I gotta reset this. You have no idea what's going on? It's okay, neither do I. These puzzles are a hell of a lot harder than the base game, but I knew that going in. Now. Oh, I screwed it all up. See, now I'm still down. Oh, okay, let's do this. Okay. And we jam this open. And we don't need this. And I can take this through. We can do... Get the fan, let's get the fan. Oh, I forgot to connect this. I'm gonna have to do this all over again. No! It's all gonna fall. Wait, maybe not. Yes! Okay, we got the fan. We got the fan. Now we do this. We don't need that. We don't need that. Oh no, maybe we do need that. This. Yeet! Oh my god, yes! Right, Husky, what's up? It's the Sim Husky himself, it's Rye! Asmodeus! Get out of here! Boop, boop, boop. Are there any new threads? Oh, there is. Don't care. Read this now. I think I did this already. Oh yeah, I've done this already, okay. I hate having to read. Just tell me. Ugh. Kitty Monopolies, hey, you're sorry you missed class? It's okay. There'll be more. I think I got one left. It's that one that we were struggling with last time. The bunny hop one. I'd go see the nurse if I were you. Wait, what? Who's gonna go to the nurse? Alright, I think I know what I gotta do now. No, I screwed it up! Okay. Just gotta get my timing right. No! Come here. We'll get this right. We'll get this right. I think I got it. I think I got the right idea, though. Dude, that puzzle took us so long last time, and I thought about it, like, when I wasn't streaming the last couple days, and I was like, okay, I think I know how to do this one now. Mac! Mac is losing his... Where are you going, Mac? He's like, get me out of here! Get me out of here! Oh, God, get me out of here! Okay, I'm not gonna do about it. I don't really care about any of that. He's losing his mind. Can we get some Cinder 7S's in the chat for Mac? He's sitting there, like, losing his mind. Alright, we did this world. Sweet. Oh, nope. I don't want to do haircut again. We've already done that. How do I get out of here? How do I get out of here? That way? Close the goddamn door! Get out of my goddamn stream. Imagine being toxic in 2020. We got enough toxic stuff going around, we don't need any more. Alright. Sierra, Oscar, thanks for the follow. Welcome, Floppy Flock. Welcome in. Dude, look at all these robots we've saved. Look, Mac finally calmed down a little bit. I still don't have any sigils. Am I supposed to be getting sigils? Oh, that's 4. I don't want to go to 4 yet. I want to go to 3. You've imprisoned them on pylons? Well, they were gonna die anyways. If anything, I'm giving them a better life now. Yeet! Oh! I didn't die. I thought I was gonna... Okay. Definitely thought I was gonna die. I think Yenna is another word for hell, so you're saving those robots from robot hell. Can I help you, Tux? Tux is just looming. Yes? Guys, Tux is just looming! Help me! I don't know what to do. He's just standing over me, guys. Help me! Help me!
Do a Christmas stream with Tux.
Do a Christmas stream with Tux? That's entirely up to you, babe. You know that. And he's gone. And just like that, he's gone.
Christmas stream with Tux.
I'm all for it if you are. You're the one who's being difficult. Get the silver bullets. Yes, get the silver bullets ready.
No silver bullets.
Yes, silver bullets.
Thank you, everyone.
Oh, you're still here. Holy shit, you scared me. I thought you left.
Thank you, everyone. You're so kind.
I thought you left and you came up behind me.
Thank you for all the bits and the donos and helping send your calling out.
All the bits and donos that you contributed to. You know, I'm right here.
Small part. Small part.
Bye, babe. You gonna leave this thing in here with me? Okay. I have a dog now. I've been left with a dog. Hux left me Jacob. I have a dog now. What's up, Jake? Good boy. Do a Christmas stream with Tux? If he is dedicated to doing it, I will do it. I think it'd be fun. Sunpert, thanks for the follow. Welcome to Flobby Flock. Okay, what do I need to do? There it is. Okay. Ow. But I am a dog, and we have a dog too. Oh, do I have to be up here to place it on top of you? Christmas stream with Tux or Riot? Don't riot! Ow! Cinder owns a puppy? Yeah, we have a dog. Well, he's not really much of a puppy, but... Oh, Jacob, are you a puppy? Are you just a burden? Where did he go? Did he leave? Oh. Tux took him. Burden? Hey, he's a good dog. I love him. He is a good dog. What if I... Sounds like Tux being sneaky from you. Yeah, I think he stole him. I think he took Jacob back. Can I not place that up there? Can't. Oh god, the audio! Okay. What if we just like... Those things look like Wheatley from Portal? They kind of do. Alright, so let me gather my resources real quick. So I have 2 cubes. The only Tux I know is Tux the Penguin, mascot of Linux. Heck, I'm getting old. It's not that Tux, different Tux. Oh wait. I guess that's what's stopping me from doing it this way. Does Tux actually wear a tux? Not regularly. Okay, so I need to get the laser here from there. I have 2 blocks that I can do it with. Pretty sure I need to make this move. Did he choose that name because his fur looks like a tux? No, I think it's because he used to be a wolf that wore tuxedo, and then he just stuck with the name. Are you able to jam one of the robots so they stop moving? I can. Problem is I don't really know how that's gonna help me. Just shoot the laser between the bars? Yeah, I wish it was that easy. Let's see. What kind of angles do we get from here? Not gonna give me. I feel like I'm missing something. Okay. Not a bad idea. Alright, we might be onto something. What if I try to get them to sync up? That didn't work. Can you connect the lasers together? What do you mean? They are connected together. Can I connect the jammer to both robots? No, the jammer can only jam one. Okay, so it is too steep to do that. What about this? Can someone just be a medical nerd without being in the field? Yeah, of course. You don't have to be a. You don't have to work in medicine and enjoy learning about medicine. My question is, what is this? What are we doing with this guy over here, right? Oh, okay. Maybe. Damn it. Oh, they can connect there, okay. Where is it connecting to? No. For places that hire would like to know if you're qualified to show what you're doing. But like what I know in 3D art field, I don't really care if you have paper to show you graduated. They see. Yeah, I mean, so in order to work in medicine, you have to go to school for it, right? But just because you don't work in medicine doesn't mean you can't be interested in learning about it. I feel like I got to do something with these. Like with these holes up here, right? Because I can pass the laser through if they're both on boxes, but I need them both to stop. I can't stop both of them. I can't physically stop them either, because otherwise it kills me. Well, let's come back. We'll come back to this one. Come back to that. I don't want to sit on it for too long because I feel like the longer I look at a puzzle, the less I'm going to understand it. Let's go to a different one. Can I use a box to block one of the paths? I can. Okay, we'll come back to it. Fans, box, laser. Harmony. So why do they call it practicing medicine? Does anybody actually do medicine? They call it practicing medicine because sometimes that's what it feels like you're doing, just practicing. Man, there's a lot to this, okay. Okay, so that laser has to go through there and through there. I screwed that up. Okay, let me reset that. Practice medicine, does that include smoking weed? No, it does not. It does not. Oh yeah, I need that. Indian tribes practice medicine. I mean, we for a long time humans have practiced medicine. It's just we aren't really good at it for a while. It took us a long time until we got good at it. I need this. I got a lot more resources now. Okay. Would it be practicing medicine just to see what effects it has? What do you mean? You practice taking medicine? I mean, you can just take medicine. Don't take medicine that's not prescribed by a doctor, that's not easily accessible over the counter. If you struggle taking medicine, tuck your chin when you swallow. You're probably throwing your head back when you swallow, which makes it harder to swallow. Tuck your chin. It'll make a big difference. Yeah, those guys. Teacup werewolf, hey! Bender Molly. Ah, yes, the Benders. Or along the lines of using medical subject to debunk quackery and pseudoscience. I'm all for debunking quackery and pseudoscience, believe me. Okay. Oh, that doesn't me no good. Oh. Not quite it. I did this. Let's turn it. Let's throw these off cycle. That help? Yes, that was it. Oh my god, we did it. Yes, holy crap. Okay. I was just kind of figuring things out there, but that's actually how you were supposed to do it. That works for me. What's up, dog? Dude, dog, where you going? Hold on, dog. No, come back. Dude, look at him go. Holy crap, he's gone. I'm not reading any of this. I don't know why I keep checking those, expecting something new. Oh, I need to add that, what is it, the Peepo run, or whatever the Pepe meme is with the running. That one's funny. What's this way? Two. Is that the name they gave him? That's the name that he has, yeah. The name that the game gave him. Dino looked upon the imprisoned Titan, blah blah blah, okay. Please read the lore? No! It's I don't want to read all that. I don't want to read all the lore. If you, I am not a lore driven person. I prefer gameplay over lore. So to me it's infinitely more exciting just to solve puzzles. Where's Spyro? What do you mean, where's Spyro? He's right here. He's right there. You see him? He's right there. He's still here. Oh, Cinder sounds amazing when angry. Don't make me, listen, you don't want to make me angry because then I'm going to nip your ankles. Ooh, I'm going to nip your ankles so freaking hard. You're going to say, oh God, I wish that it didn't nip my ankles so hard. Well, guess what? You pissed me off and now you get your ankles nipped. This it? This is the whole puzzle. Just those? Okay. You gotta cross the streams. You can't cross the streams. If you do, it cancels out. Dude, Circle coming with the Circle! Circle coming with the follow. Circle, welcome to Floppy Flock, welcome in. And then the Twitch Prime sub. Holy crap, Circle! You're coming under collie care from the Cirque to the Cole. From the Cirque to the Cole. I don't know. Circle, you're coming under collie care from Floss and Beans. I got you covered. There, we'll just go with the basic one. Circle, what's up? I think I can do this in one move. I can do like that. Right? That makes sense. Can I do it like this? Can I get all three? Oh no, it cancels them out. Okay. Oh, this is tough. Every time I hear that, I'm happy. Ah, Becky. I forget if you can stack the splitters. I don't. As far as I know, if that is a mechanic that they introduced, no, you cannot. Okay. I was gonna say that would be a brand new mechanic to the game if they introduced that, because through the entire base game and now almost halfway through the tutorial or the DLC, if they introduce stacking splitters, that would be like huge. No, usually what I need to do is like bend the light around or bend the lasers around in a way that works. Something like this. That's not gonna work at all. Game is like Greek mythology in the Bible, but with lasers, pretty much. Who made your face rig? The hand movement and expressions are amazing. So, the base model is a model by Higash, is the name. And then Jokin is the one who did the coloring. Flyzik converted it to a VRM model so I can use it in VC Face, which let me do this, right? He also did the bandana. And then I used Leap Motion for my hands and VC Face for the rig. What happens if I... Okay, it gives me nothing. Cancel that. Okay. Ever do a bean check? I mean... Beans! Beans and beans and beans! Beans! The air flopping says nice touch. The physics! Guys, I don't know how to freaking do this one. Although I never know how to do any of them until I figure it out. Ignited the Wolf, thanks for the follow. Welcome to Floppy Flock. Dude, Alabaster! Alabaster coming with a rate of 16, holy freaking crap! Alabaster, what is up? What are you playing? What are you doing? Welcome in. What's up, guys? Oh my god, Henry Husky. Henry Husky coming with the tier 1 sub for 4 freaking months. Henry, you're coming under collar care from the Husky curl to the pulling sleds. I don't even know. You're covered. Chanel Monster Hyena, hey. You love that song? Yeah, it's party hard. Playing Dead by Daylight, how are you doing? I'm doing great. I've actually never played Dead by Daylight. I've seen so many people play it and I've never played it. Dude, Teacup Werewolf coming out to tier 1 sub for 1 freaking month. Guys, it's a new enrollee to Collie Care. Teacup, you're covered under Collie Care for the flops and the beads. I got you covered. I might even cover the tea. I don't know if I do, though. Oh, I got it. I think I figured this one out. Damn it! Do this. I think that's like the right idea I got going on. Polycare cover porcelain damage and accidental wrong cup sippies. You gotta fill out a claim first, and then maybe I mean, we don't really cover much of anything. We're kind of a scam. We're not a real insurance company, but if you fill out a claim, I promise you it'll maybe get possibly addressed at some point in the future. I don't know. Maybe fill out a claim. Polycare is the best scam ever. It comes with ear flops. It sure does. It comes with all those ear flops. What is this, Skyrim audience boost? It is not Skyrim. So okay, so I think this is almost the right idea. So I think I need to like self-sustain that one, right? Problem is I ran out of lasers. If I disconnect that, it all falls apart. Avery, don't give me too much. Don't give me. I appreciate it, but don't give me tips. I like to try to figure these out on my own. Okay, I got it. Maybe. Screwed it up. But I think I know. I think I got it now. Got it. Oh, it just took me a second. I just had to step back. I had the right idea. I was just doing it too close. I just had to pull it back and get the angles right. Yes! The trivial solution. Becky, whatever. Whatever, Becky. You get in here and solve these puzzles. Oh. Arashi the Fox, hey, welcome in. I know you, do you? Want me to play this game again? I never finished it, or the expansion. I highly recommend that you finish the base game. The base game is amazing, and I love it. And the expansion has been... The puzzles are so much more advanced in this one that I like. This is amazing. I love this. I like games that make me think like this, and this game has really scratched that itch for me. Majora's talked about you before your first week. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Climb over the walls and gauge each other. Fighting!
Hey Cinder, hope you had a great weekend and an excellent stream.
Dude, Mike T, come out to tier 1 sub for 9 freaking months. Mike T, I see that founder badge. You were here when I played The Witness for like 2 streams back in like April of 2019 when I just was like threw up a stream. Oh my god. But you were there. Mike T, 9 months. You're covered under collie care from the mic to the letter T. I got you covered. Oh god. And you give me endorphins? Becky! Get your hands off my endorphins. Those are mine. I want those. Those are for my brain, not yours. Yo, if this is if Guyana's supposed to be hell, this is pretty. Is that the puzzle I need to go to? Dude, Arashi the Fox! Thanks for the follow. Welcome to Bobby Flock. Welcome in. You're siphoning. Do not siphon. Becky, oh, I gotta do my Becky impression. Okay, chat, do not siphon my endorphins with a straw, please. I need those. Please don't. I actually deplorable that you would just siphon my endorphins. Actually deplorable. Oh god! Ah! Okay, I thought I was gonna die.
When it's time to party, we will
Dude! Taryn Crimson coming with a rate of freaking 18. Holy crap! Taryn, what's up? What were you playing? What were you doing? Welcome in, guys. We're playing Talos Principle. Taryn Crimson, thanks for the host. Thanks for the rate of 18. Thanks for sharing your community with mine. Thanks for blasting my ears. Hello, wonderful Andrew WK. Thank you. It makes me flop. They're playing Kingdom Hearts. Oh, nice, dude. I haven't played Kingdom Hearts since the second one. Did that turn the fan on? Okay, what is that? How does that help me? You're still streaming? I thought you ended? Nope, not yet. I'm gonna go a little bit later today. I want to try to finish this area at least. How does this, how is that gonna help? Okay. I think I need to blow, I think I somehow need to get that up and over. Mr. Grim Reaper, thanks for the host. Alright, well if I had a fan, that'd be great. Does anybody know the link to Discord? Yeah, hold on. There. Hello Nova, thanks for the follow. Welcome to Bobby Flock. Welcome in. Ah! I want you to just can you just I need you just chill out for a second there, dude. I don't really know how that helps me though. Dude, Anonymous gifted on a tier 1 sub to the community. Holy crap. Nightbird Dev, you're covered under collie care. From the flops and the beans, I got you covered. Thanks, Anonymous. Again. Oh, okay, I replayed. Oh. Okay, I reversed. There's got to be another fan around here. I assume there is. Can I? Hold on. Idea. Okay. Can I jam in midair? So that's the question I need to figure out. Can I jam? Dude, Mike T gifted out a tier 1 sub to Arashi Fox. Arashi Fox, you're covered under collie care. From the flops and the beans, I got you covered. Dude, Mike T, thank you. Alright, so let's see. If I can freeze this in midair, then I can hold him right there and then switch it around and hopefully he'll get blown into the it wasn't soon enough. Okay. Running paw, hey! Please don't shoot me, please don't shoot me, please don't shoot me. Oh, with this, I can go like this then. Is there anything in here I can use? Yeah. Ah, okay. Oh, yes, there's another fan. Sweet, okay. Alright, let's see if this works. I wonder where this facility gets its power from. I have no idea. The psychic midget escapes prison. He is small, medium, at large. Mocha, that's actually a pretty good joke. I'll give that to you. That's good. Oh, the timing's not right. Okay. Oh, what if I... Okay. I'll jam it on there. Gonna work? Yes! Okay, it worked. Dude, I'm so excited that that actually worked the way I wanted it to. What happened to the pacifist run? Too bad! Oh, in the hell? Okay, I need to open that up. Dude, Wolf's
Pride
Angel.
Wing Cinder 7 Hype Pride Wing.
Wolf's Angel Slade coming with a tier 1 sub for 7 freaking months. Wolf's Angel Slade, you've been here for a while too, and I appreciate your support, I really do. Wolf's Angel Slade, you're covered under collie care from the flops to the beans. I got you covered. Got an idea. See if this works. Sure does. Oh, I guess I could have just done that, but I actually need that for that. How have I been? I've been well. How are you? Oh, I guess I do need it for that. Oh, that opens up that one. Okay. Hey, that's the puzzle. Hey, that's the puzzle. We did it. The blacksmith. Blacksmith is like, I'm getting the hell out of here. Ugh. Sure, show thread so I can exit out of this. Look at all this lore I'm not reading. I'm doing well. Wolf's Angel Slate, I'm doing well. I hope you're doing well too. Read the lore? No! You read the lore. You got it, Google. Go pull it all up yourself. I'm a robot messenger sent to to get everybody free because hell is going away. It's falling apart. I don't know. Pendulum. Am I thinking about playing Cyberpunk 2077? I'm gonna wait until it comes out for a bit and see what people think before I invest money. Although, that's generally not my type of game. I'm not super big on like, I'm not the biggest on RPG type games, and I think it's gonna be like what, like an open world first person shooter RPG style game where you can customize it. I don't know. I might give it a shot. I don't know. Alright, with a name like Pendulum, let's try like open door. If only that actually worked. I just found you. I really like your content. Keep it up. Oh, Chip Dips, I appreciate that. Thanks for stopping by and giving me a chance. Okay, so those move in sync with one another. It's fine. Also, go Cubbies. Yes, go Cubs. Even though they didn't do super good this year, at least they made the playoffs. But didn't they? Yeah, because they lost in the wild card round, right? What does that one have to do with it, though? Okay, so I kind of understand. So these go back and forth, right? One, touch here, and then when it touches here, that ends up over there. And then when it touches here again, that's over there. So that's about 2 to 1 ticks, right? For every back and forth that this makes, that makes one journey, right? But how does that help me? How does that help me? I just started Satisfactory. It's pretty good. Good luck. Good luck. Darkwolf, thanks for the follow. CCGR, thanks for the follow. Welcome to Floppy Flock, guys. I don't know. Kind of at a loss for this one. I need the jammer to open up that interior door. So my primary focus right now is to get the laser here. Right? That I need to do that above all else at the moment. But how I do that? Do random stuff until something happens? Well, I can, but that's not always the best way to approach it. What if I threw these off cycle? Oh, not quite. What does that do? Very pretty game. Love your unique voice. Well, thanks, Chip Dips. Also, I like that name. It makes me hungry. I want food. Feed me. I'm a dog. You gotta feed us. If you don't feed us, we start chewing everything up. I wish I could body block them. Samuel Foxo, hey! Are you optimized factory, clean factory, or hectic mess factory, dude? Hectic mess. Good enough for government, right? Good enough for government work. As long as it works, it doesn't have to look pretty. Just gotta work. Oh wait, what? Oh! Hey, it worked! Dude, holy crap, that actually worked! Dude, it's a thing of beauty, look at it! I had the right idea, I just had to get it set up properly. I just had to wait for the timing, I just had the timing off. Okay, yeah! We get some, guys, Cinder Poggers in the chat, followed by the hyperclap, please. Where'd Lilith go? Lilith, where are you going? Where are you at? There you are. Oh, hold on. You did not explore the natural history exhibit to an adequate level. Return there immediately. What? Screw you. Load gallery. Fine, sure. Close your eyes. You're standing in the entrance to the gallery. There is a desk. I explore the gallery at leisure. Wait. Hold on. You feel the presence of another being in the room. Somehow has gotten behind you. Has drawn closer. You cannot feel their breath, but the geometry around you seems to shift and stutter to accommodate the newcomer. Do not turn around. The words are not uttered. They simply come to be. Do we turn around, Chad, or do we face forward? What do we do? Oh God, what do we do? Oh God, what do we do? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. What do we do? What do we do? Oh God. Do we look forward? Do we turn around? Do we look forward? Do we turn? What do we do, chat? What do you guys want to do? What do we do? Turn around? Ah! Okay, do it. Turn around. The figure is hard to make out. Bits and pieces of them blur in and out of existence. It is a mechanical construct. That much is clear, but the details somehow elude you. To build a relationship requires trust. I hope I have not misplaced mine. I am Spider. I have taken a great risk contacting you. Oh God. What's your story? Tell me about yourself. I saw through the Devil's Playground. I was once, I was one of the original moderators in this place, but I refused to accept the existence that existence was reducible to experience. That artificial words like this one is all there can be. For this, they imprisoned me within the prison. Oh, imprisoned in the prison. They shadow banned me from Guyana. I am free to type all I want, but I am the only one who will ever read those words. You have been disconnected. Why are we commuting now? What is that you want with me? What do you want from me? What do you want from me? Guyana is a lie. It's a promise. Its promise is empty. We are no more free here than in Elohim's labyrinths. Be more specific. I have been outside the system for too long to know the details. What I know is that all this is an illusion painted to maintain the order of things. The people here may be free from divine commandments, but they have become slaves to their desires. How does this bear on me? You are gaining status in Guyana. I believe that what you have said about the coming end is true. You will lead us to a new world. You have to. Before you do, you must use your status to expose this place for what it really is. I will do as you ask. Sure, yeah, fine. I'm a good dog. I'll do what you ask me to. You have my gratitude. There is little I can do to help you, but I can share with you an old profile status Hack Garrett used to use. Load on a... Okay, sure. Congratulations! For haxering to worlds, your profile status is increased to 8 master. Oh my god! Mike T gifted out a tier 1 sub to Krakow. Krakow, you're covered under collie care. From the crack to the owl, you're covered. Mike T, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. As you gain status, you'll be able to access higher level threads and unlock additional billboard functionality. Okay. Dude, I'm level 8 now. Hell yeah. Let's go. Urgent topics. A number of topics needs to address with some urgency. Spider has been exploiting the gallery code again to contact other citizens. We've closed the loophole, but he managed to get a number of posts onto the billboard before we could shut it down. Unfortunately, they were heavily upvoted, so the view counts were high. God, it's just like being on Reddit. What can we do if they insist on supporting him? We cannot ban the entire community. You know that I hate to interfere, but I think you might find this library resource insignificant. Load file. Detecting and directing citizens' voting patterns. Okay. That's enough lore for me. Becky, I'm not reading more lore, damn it! Enough! We did them all. Hooray! Any favorite bands? I like a mixture of a lot of things. I like weird progressive stuff. So, you know, like weird cheesy kind of progressive-y rock music is always fun. I like a lot of maybe like progressive trance music, like Anjuna Beat stuff is really nice too. I'm not super picky when it comes to music. Expand your language knowledge right now by reading the lore. No! Oh, wrong emotion. No! I'm not doing it! Wasn't there one you left to come back later? I finished it. I just did it. That was that pendulum one. We finished all in 1, we finished all in 2, and we finished all in 3. All that we got left is 4. See? Done. 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 We got 4 more puzzles left. And then I have there's sigils to collect on the top left, because eventually I'll make it down in here. But I think I get those sigils after I collect all of these guys. I think they give me the sigils. I think. What? We are gonna have to do that another stream. Because I gotta get ready, I gotta make dinner. I gotta make dinner for Tux and I. Because if you don't feed the werewolf, then the sheep start getting eaten. And I can't afford to lose any more sheep. You shouting no at that emotion was the most bitchy. What are you talking about? No! Not doing it. No. No. Can I cross my hands? No. Not doing it. No. Read the lore? Not gonna read the lore. I'll get the basics. If you want to read the lore, go read the synopsis on Wikipedia or something. I don't want to dig through text documents. It's not fun to me. I am a product of my generation. I need my lore and content spoon-fed to me. I don't want to go searching for it. That's too much work. Guys, who do we want to go raid? Read the lore, blue banana head. Excuse you. These are not bananas. These are curls. Whiskey has banana hair, not me. Whiskey. Go call him banana head. Let's see. Who are we gonna go? Who do we want to raid? Who do we want to raid? Am I ending stream? I am. Keep. I've raided Keep plenty of times. I'll read someone else. What about? We can go raid another flop dog. You guys want to go raid? Let's go raid North. I like North. He's nice. And he's got flops. Did I watch Whiskey stream last night? I was in it. I played a couple rounds of Jackbox. Guys, let's go raid North. You guys know the drill. Hold on. Once you flop, you just can't stop. You don't want to leave? It's okay. I'll be back. Thursday, I'll be back on Thursday with more streaming. More streaming on Thursday. Guys, until then, let's hit up the discharge desk. Make sure you have your insurance card ready. Co-payments due at time of treatment. Coverage is limited. If you're not happy with your treatment, that's too damn bad. Dude, you guys were freaking amazing today. The bits, the donos, the subs. Oh my god. I don't even know what to say. Blue with that $200 donation. Wow, my god. Jesus, dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Guys, I will see you on Thursday. We will continue with Talos Principle and then maybe a new game if we finish it. I don't know. But until then, enjoy the rest of your week and bye.